enough. Where is my stream? Why is it taking so long to load? Oh, there we go. Trump 2024. I remember when I used to make streams and I would just make Battlefront 1 great again. Yeah, Battlefront 1, not Battlefront 2. At the time it was Battlefront 1. Make China great again. I can't do Donald Trump's accent. Donald Trump. My G. Alright, I think it's up. Let me double check. Sorry, I always do this in the beginning. In the beginning. There we go. And let me type first. I haven't streamed in a while, so I doubt anybody's going to be showing up in the first 2 seconds, but just in case, you'd be surprised. Alright, now let me just do that. You know what? I'm just going to get straight up started. I'm not going to wait. We go with HVV. You see RH pulled up. Reese. I see, I remember your name. Reese. Mr. Reese. Reese's peanut butter cup. I almost butchered that, can you believe it? Death Star 2? Hell nah. Well, not yet. I do like the map. The map. The MAP. No thank you. I'm doing fine, brother. I've been working a lot, though. Like, a lot recently. Which is one of the reasons why I couldn't stream last week. I was so dead tired. So dead tired. Because when I didn't stream, I just went straight to sleep. And the week prior to that, I was just as tired and I streamed. Which is the last stream I did, right? And y'all could hear me yawn like 20 minutes after I just had an energy drink. Which I'm not having right now. I'm just drinking this iced tea type of thing. I was so tired. Right now I'm not, thankfully. So I'm more than prepared to stream without an energy drink, but I'm not tired. I don't need one. Typically I do. I'm like, let me not take one today. But I'm assuming everyone saw what happened with TRUMP on Saturday. That was insane. Insane. Hit him in the ear. Jesus. It was so close. I'm just glad he's okay, to be honest. Oh, I forgot about the lag. Hopefully it won't be that bad. I hope so. Also got a new chair. The other one was literally giving me back problems. I mean, literally giving me back problems. Oh dear, can you tell I haven't played in a bit? Oh my god, I just got annihilated by a Nigerian. Ooh. Tasty. Alrighty. Gotta get back in the game. Hopefully the freaking lag won't be so bad. And the PS4 hasn't been on for a while, so it shouldn't be just freaking dead tired. Should be nice and cold. If not, then I'll put the AC on it. I don't even think that makes a difference. It's just way too old, the PlayStation. I don't even have any plans to get a PS5 anytime soon. It's like, even if I do, I'm still gonna be playing this game. Better quality? I mean, maybe. This computer screen doesn't really give me better quality even if I had a PS5. So there's no real point. There's no real point into getting a PS5. Unless you're talking about a brand new Battlefront game or anything like that. Which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. I still think we're going to get a Battlefront. Some predecessor to Battlefront. Successor, my bad. Whether it's called Battlefront or it's called The Fronts of the Battles or Star Wars, The Avengers. I don't know what it'd be called, but it'd basically be another version of this game. A newer version. But this team put they put the standards so high that if somebody's going to want to make a Battlefront variant of this game, they're going to have to go do a better job at the quality, the gameplay. They can't be as good as. They have to be way better than this. Just look at Battlefront 1, how good it was, at least for its time. It's still a fairly good game for 2024. That was released in 2016, almost 2017, released in November, essentially 2017. Or 15, I don't remember, but call it 2015, so it's almost 10 years old, which is actually insane to think about. But even to this day, it's still a good quality game. Like, if you look at the resolution, Who says the graphic update we never got for PS5? Essentially. But that's the thing. Even if I got the Kusa update for myself, it wouldn't do anything to me because my PlayStation can't handle it. And also, even if my PlayStation could, I don't have the a good enough resolution screen, so it wouldn't make a difference. But yes, you are correct, Reese. And you know what's the funny thing is, I mentioned this back when I was selling Kusa on one of my videos, is that a lot of games call it. Remember GTA 5 when the PS5 came out? They like resold the game and they updated everything, right? Like for example, cars on the PS5 go faster than on the PS4. Because on the PS4 they were limited, because if you went too fast, your PS4 or PS4 Pro would have to render everything a lot faster. The faster you go, a lot faster it renders. And they just capped the speed of every car to a certain maximum, which kind of is, I mean, it was really annoying, because whatever car you got, you know you were going to get capped. Now it's not. Now it's actually fully unleashed to the game. So for GTA 5, when they redid that, they redid everything quality-wise, they charged you another 60, 70 bucks. With Kusa, it's essentially the same thing with graphic update for the PS5. And guess how much that cost you at the time? 10 bucks or 20 bucks if you got it later. Still, much better than 60 and 70. I'm not even saying that 60 or 70 bucks is a bad deal. I don't play GTA 5 at all, but if I still did, I would still pay that premium. So, but imagine getting it, that same idea, but for Battlefront, for 20 bucks or 10 bucks. A lot of people got it for 10 bucks. So I'm just gonna say 10. For 10 bucks, that's a solid deal. Just a graphic update alone. Forget FOV, forget everything else. Just the graphics alone. Because the whole idea is that you get a PS5 because you're like, okay, well, I want to play new games, but I also want to play the games that I love in better quality. But no, I'm not going to spend $10, $20 to get the games to be actually good quality. Pfft, are you fucking crazy? I'm going to pay $700, but I am never going to pay $20. You'd be out of your mind. You're just stupid. You're going to buy a $700 console, $600, whatever. It's expensive. To get games at a better quality, for you to then play them at the same quality, because Battlefront 2, for example, is guilty of this. If you play this game on the PS5, it is literally the same quality as I'm playing it on my 2013 PS4 that is running as slow as a moose. Or you can pay 20 bucks and actually put that PS5 investment to work. Because right now, that $700 console, to some games, is the same as my, essentially these days, $100 PS4. So why would you get a PS5? You'd get it so you could get the graphic update. So actually pay for the graphics. You're actually making your $700 work for you. Otherwise, if you don't get Kusa, or if you don't get any of these upgrades, you've essentially just spent $700 on a PS4 that's shiny and bigger. That's it. I'm not bashing the PS5. There's a lot of games I have updated, just like we did for Kusa. You're welcome. I'm not going to take all the credit, but you are welcome. And a few other games. So for me right now, I don't really care about the graphic update. I'm not going to go all the way to pay for $700 just to play this very game in 4K or whatever. I can't remember the resolution, to be honest, but in the highest resolution there is, because I'm fine with it. And plus, I just don't need a PS5, if I'm honest. It's still $700. I mean, how does it not make sense? And by the way, I'm not even shilling Kusa, because we don't even sell Kusa anymore. But back when we were selling it, and I made the exact same argument, but in more details, I wasn't making the argument just so I can get a bunch of your money. I was making the argument because it just makes sense, just like I'm making it now. There was nothing fake about me selling Kusa, or the ideas like you should get it because of this and this and this. I would still say the same thing today. It's just the only difference is I don't sell Kusa anymore. Like, you know how some people, like, because they're at their work, they have to act a certain way, professional, and then they get off of work, they're like, yeah, fuck that shit. I'm not like that. It wasn't like that when it was for Kusa for me. Kusa came naturally to us, and I was like, well, this is great. This fits exactly with my principles. So, yeah. But there will be ways, and there'll be videos out there of how people can get Kusa, and if you do find a way to get it for yourself, and you're like, oh, I'm not sure if I shouldn't. I don't know how expensive you'd be getting it, or if you can even do it for free, which a lot of people have been doing. Just do it, especially if you have a PS5. Do yourself a favor and put the graphic update on. I mean, it's such a night and day difference from the people I've heard about, and from Luca, which is how I know so much about it. $700 just to say it, just to not pay 20 bucks to make the game actually brighter. Come on. Hello to say I have the example with my brother who tries to convince me to buy a PS5. Yeah. Well, the thing is, if you do get, like, for example, I'll give you my example, and then you can put in yours, Mass. I don't know what your real name is. Thomas, I think. So, for example, I don't really play video games as much as I used to, but whenever I do, I play this game, Battlefront 2, the first one, Battlefront 1, Battlefront 2, Black Ops 3, and Fortnite. So 4 games, right? So, out of those 4 games, Battlefront 1 and 2 will not change on the PS5. It still runs the same. Okay, fine. I load into games quicker on PS5. Boo-hoo. I'm not about to spend $700 to load in 20 seconds faster. Okay, great. Black Ops 3 runs the same. Same thing, right? You load in faster. But the graphics and everything, it's still the same as this PS4. Fortnite may be a little bit different, but not that big of a difference, in my opinion. So you want me to pay $700 just for that? Now, if you tell me Battlefront 3 is coming out and you can only get it on new gen console because the graphics and everything, they require brand new GPUs, blah, 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 that'd be like, alright, fine, deal. Because I'm paying for a PS5 because I can't play the games on PS4 or whatever, PS4 Pro, Slim, all of them. So that's why I'd get a PS5. Until then, I'm fine. Unless I find one on like a marketplace, like a PS5 for like $200, fine, good deal. Like somebody needs the extra cash because they got like a sickness or whatever, fine, that's an exception. But aside from that, there is no games that I can't play on PS4 that would be the exact same on PS5. All the games that I'm playing right now would be literally the same on PS5. There is no difference. Literally no difference. Now, unless you have Kusa, which you can get for Battlefront 1. If you really want it, maybe we can hook you up. But I can do it for myself. PS4, Kusa for Battlefront 1 and 2. So I can somewhat make it worth it, but in my case, the PS5 is just really not that useful for me. Or again, if a brand new game comes out that I really want. But there hasn't been a new game that I've really wanted to play ever since Battlefront 2. Or maybe Fortnite when it first came out. But I wasn't hyped for Fortnite. It was just people got me into it. Battlefront 2 was the last game I actually was hyped about, which if you think about it, this game came out, I don't know why I didn't hit him, this game came out back in 2017, and that was the last time I was actually like looking forward to a game. There hasn't been a game since Battlefront 2 for me personally that I was just so hyped for. I looked at every trailer, I was like, oh, I can't wait, can I get the beta? There hasn't been a game since like that got me that hyped up since this game. And I feel like it's a lot for a lot of people who are like me. Like, I still play those games, Black Ops 3 and 1 and Fortnite, I guess, but there hasn't been any game. There's been new CODs, and I'm like, I'll look at the trailer, oh, it looks good, alright, I'll play it once or twice, I'm out. Like, it's just that. Like, there hasn't been any game that really, really, really hyped me up, and I looked at the trailer 15 times a day, and I relearned all the line. Like, there hasn't been any of that experience ever since Battlefront 2 for me. So truly, I'm not really, sometimes I even think to myself, I'm like, am I even a gamer? I mean, I don't really care if I am or not, but I'm like, am I really one? Zero? Yeah, basically. There's been none. /0. And I mean, the hype for Battlefront 2 did pay off, because look at me now, I'm still playing it. 2017 to 2024, right? But they did a good job. I mean, look at this game. It came out in 2017. Look at the graphics of this thing. It's amazing. Especially, I don't even have Kusa, the upgraded one. And my graphics are still really good for a game like this in 2017. That's impressive, my G's. You truly are a gamer. Nice. I see what you did there. Homosexual man. I mean, you are a homosexual man, so. I feel like your name contradicts itself. Homosexual means you're gay. Men like men. But then you say homosexual man. You don't have to say man after homosexual. It kind of just describes itself when you say homosexual. Nobody's gonna say you're a homo and you're a girl. You know what I mean? If I call you a homosexual, it's automatically assuming you're a man. Right? So it makes no sense. I mean, it's still, don't get me wrong, it's a funny name. I would keep it if I were you. I'm just putting it out there because I don't even think he thought about that. Ooh, gay didn't verse you. I thought that was Milos. Do I have the block glitch? No, I don't. I'm about to pay the price for that though. Oh god. Get him, BB! BB9. Oh my god. I'm not activating it. I don't really care. Oh, I actually got him. That didn't work. Kashyyyk what? Kashyyyk nighttime on PS5 with Kusa is effing insane. Yeah, Luca was actually telling me about that. Night maps. He actually has a video. Look, in case you guys don't know, Luca was the one who actually does your Kusa whenever he did submit them at the time. And when we first played with Kusa, before we released it to the public, he would tell me how awesome it was. Nighttime maps. So Kashyyyk included. Nighttime maps on PS5 with Kusa were like something. So I'm not surprised you're telling me that, but I still have never experienced that because, I mean, I'm still on PS4. Not even PS4 Pro, so I'm really, really in the back right here. Like, my PS4 is the fat one. Those fat ones, that's my PS4. But one day I'll experience Kusa 2.0 with the updated graphics. And I'll be able to experience what you guys are experiencing in like 2-3 years. I don't know, I'm just not interested in the Kusa. Not in a Kusa, in a PS5. I am the real life Homelander. Oh god. Bro watches too many edits of Homelander. We will make America great. Sorry, I was just drinking. Okay, never mind. That would have been nice. Too bad they ended this game too quickly, man. I feel like if they did continue this game, it would have still been over by now. They would have never done this forever. The game structure would have to be redone for them to pull a Fortnite. I think Fortnite and maybe 2-3 other games worldwide are the only big games that are always going to get an update. Fortnite is probably always going to get an update for like the next 10-15 years. There's not going to be a Fortnite 2. It's just going to get updated into a new game. I think Modern Warfare, the one with Warzone, that's probably going to keep getting updated. And then I think Minecraft is just a continuously updated game. So there's not a Minecraft 2, at least that I know of. But even if they did try to do that with Battlefront 2, I feel like it'd be a fail. Because the game isn't built on that. Like, you'd have to be upgrading so many things at once. And you'd have to really start from scratch. So if they wanted to do that, I feel like they'd have to do that with a brand new game. And they could just call it The Battlefront. Instead of Battlefront 2, Battlefront 1, Battlefront something, something. They would just call it The Battlefront. That's what I would do. The Battlefront. The Battlefront experience. It's like a good name for a YouTube channel for any of you guys who are going to start a Battlefront channel or have one. Change the name to the Battlefront Experience. See, Battlefront Updates could have just named himself Battlefront Experience. The Battlefront Experience. I feel like that would have been a better name. But speaking of Battlefront Updates, where has he been? He doesn't upload anymore. I mean, I used to watch him all the time whenever there was an actual update. Back when Battlefront 1 was a thing. I mean, I still play it to this day. It's a very fun game. It still gives... It's funny, because they're both Star Wars games, but they both give such different vibes. And when I play Battlefront 1, it feels like I'm playing in a movie. I'm voting for you in the election. Thanks, bro. Bro's voting for the Nigerian prince. Or General Abdel. We will make America great again, I promise. I can't do Trump. It's the only voice where I can't even mildly do it. I can't do Trump, bruv. Donald J. Trump. Trump's a G. Trump's a G. He's the first black president, though. Well, was the first black president. Is about to be again. I mean, watch this video get taken down just because I said his name. I mean, there's no going back now. I've already said it, so it's recorded. But I'm going to keep saying it. So earlier I said T-R-U-M-P instead of Trump. They really despise him, bruv. I mean, there was a podcast with him in it, and it got deleted 24 hours later. Just a podcast. Not even anything bad inside the podcast that was talked about. They just got deleted. Why? Because he's in it. That's it. Or his name was uttered. Which is the reason why. Not even the fact that he was in it. Just his name was uttered. Complete BS. Barely hopped in, but I already know it's a fire stream. Thanks, we're just getting started, Seg. Have you gone by another name before? Because I don't know who you are. Maybe you changed your name and I do know who you are, but I don't remember this name. Seg Fault. I'm about to get murdered, bruv. I got murdered on my mind. Also, I found the killer's Instagram. What's his name? I found his Instagram like a day after the assassination attempt, and I was like, no way, is that actually him? And it was him. And I sent it to a couple of my friends, and then one of my friends on Instagram opened my Insta DM with me linking his account, the killer's account. And then by the time it was like 3-4 days later after I found it, and my friend was like, I can't see it, and I go and look for it, and it's no longer there. It's like you delete it or whatever. So these mother effers, whoever was behind this assassination attempt, somehow got hold of his account and deleted it. I'm guessing for evidence sake or whatever. Which is, I mean, on their side the smart thing to do, but it just further proves who's really behind this thing, or how powerful they are. But I was actually shocked that it was really him, because why would the account just get deleted immediately? And the account was locked. It was like a very weird, not many followers, and then it just got deleted. It wasn't Instagram user, which just means you were blocked. It wasn't that. It was actually him. You mean the first female president? Ah, yes. Donald Trump, the first female president. Of course. The reason why I said Trump is the first black president is because he's gotten convicted. He's gotten shot. He's got like 3 or 4 wives, or had. Right? His kids are... He's got plenty of them, but they don't all come from the same mother. So he's effectively the first black president. Obama is the first gay president. Nothing wrong with that, objectively. But he is the first gay president. He's not the first black president. He's the first black-looking president, but he's not the first black president. You know what I mean? Trump is the first black president. He embodies the essence of the true America. America. Fuck yeah. All Trump needs is a rap album and then his stereotype could fit. Yeah. I mean, he loves music, apparently. I don't think he sings, though. Have you guys seen his RNC speech, or at least part of it? That was wild. In a good way. It's not like he said anything big or whatever, but... Yeah, the next 6 wait, what? We're July, so say August. August, September, October, November. So the next 4 or 5 months are going to be like insane for you Americans. I'm in Canada, so I'm fine. But we're also going to have elections next year, so right after you guys. So it's going to be a roller coaster for us, watching you guys and us. But it's going to be freaking insane for you guys. I mean, you guys were literally a hair's length away from Civil War. What would he call the album? What would the album? The rap album. Many men wish death upon me. That's what it would be. What would Trump call the album? That's a solid question. Mar-a-Lago? I don't know. From across the stars and behind the bars. From across the stars and behind the bars. That's slick. One ear to another? I don't know. Get it? I don't know, it has to do something with the events that happened to him, with the indictment, the impeachment, the ear shooting. Or assassination attempt, not really ear shooting. That wasn't really the point. What would his album be called? Trump? I feel like we'd have to ask ChatGPT for that one. My brain isn't braining right now, if I'm honest. I'm not even focused on the game, that's not why. I just don't know what he would call it. That's a solid question. This is why I want you guys here, for these life-changing questions of what Trump's album would be called if he had one. Especially after all these events. I mean, that's a good one, from across the stars and behind the bars. Well, I heard one guy on Twitter say, "Here we go," as the speech was starting, like "here we go," but instead of "here we go," here, he put "ear," right? "Ear we go." So it could be that, but that's just too cheesy. It would lose, Trump would lose aura, if you will. He'd lose some of his reputation for doing that. Because it'd be very cringy, which I don't think he would do. He'd probably label it MAGA, like M-A-G-A, but the meaning of MAGA would be different. Made, I don't know. But I mean, the one that Seg has is legitimately good. From across the stars and behind the bars, Trump is coming in you again with brand new songs. I don't know how to rhyme it. I'm not a singer or rapper. My bad. Or TikToker either. I don't have TikTok. Like garbage. Honestly, if y'all want to be in a good position, I'd probably invest in whatever it's called through Truth Social until the election. It'd be a risky bet because you never know what's going to happen to Trump. But if everything goes to plan, if you will, and he gets elected, sell when he gets elected and buy now. That's a good trade for you guys right there. I'm not going to take it because I feel like I can beat it. But if some of you guys want to make money, invest in Donald Trump's company, Truth Social, and then hold on to it for the next couple months and sell it when Trump gets elected. I'm trying to get the blog glitch, my G. Can you, like, hop off? Thank you. Oh my god. I mean, I'm Vader. It's getting in the way. I know I'm killing him at the same time. It's just frustrating. This is level 106. Well, he's still relatively new, so he probably thinks I'm caca. I'm just gonna make him freaking pain and agony of not being able to catch me. My Vader gaming skills are at another level. Woohoo! Oh, I love messing around. He deserves this. The moment he doesn't move, I'll frickin' destroy him. But other than that, oh, of course. Many men wish death upon me. Y'all seen those memes, right, with Trump? With the Many Men song? Could you imagine if he came out of the RNC with that song on? The RNC, what is it again? The Republican National... Not committee, but conference or something like that, where like all the Republicans spoke at. I can't believe... what's her name? Haley... I asked ChatGPT and it gave me the Trumpet Chronicles, Cosmic Tweets, and Alternative Reality. No, that's gay. That's gay. Trumpet Chronicles? No. If anybody named... if anybody called Donald Trump Donald Trumpet, he'd literally slap you in the face. Republic National Convention. Yeah, that's the one. I can't believe Nikki Haley endorsed him. Because she was literally a puppet. Sorry, I mean, I might get myself killed. But she was literally a Democratic puppet, undercovered as Republican. Which is a very smart thing to do if you're on the other side, to be honest. So I'm very surprised that the puppet would just be like, yeah, you know what? GG on the other side. You won. Even Trump wasn't even... as she was saying... yeah, he's got my full endorsement, blah, 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 blah. The cameras pan to Trump, and you could... he's not even smiling. He's just like, alright, great, thanks, next. Like, that's his face. He wasn't smiling. He just stood up, clap, 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 because it's the protocol, right? And then just went back down. Because he knows she's just full of shit. Because she's... okay, look, she's practically defeated. It's very obvious. It's been a while, too. So she might as well just save face and be like, well, GG Trump, you're the GOAT. Because at least then she like semi-redeems herself in case she's going to run again. Or just personality-wise. I mean, she also lies a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was also a lie, but... step in the right direction, though. And then Vivek Ramaswamy as well, and... what's his name? What's the other dude's name? He feels like an actor. Ron DeSantis, he also said it. But those two endorsed Trump a while ago. But I do feel like if DeSantis wasn't like walking on eggshells the whole time, he would have actually been Trump's VP. Not that I wanted him to be Trump's VP, but I feel like he could have had a good chance. But he outshined the master, or tried, which is it's something you'd really not want to do. I love how this whole stream is like political now. We've steered off Battlefront by so much over the years. It's insane. Very, 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 very insane. Oh, I got both of them. Look at that. 700 damage dealt to both. Oh god. I'm gonna spam. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go back to Kylie. But I wonder if Trump was out of the race, who else would have been in the Republic party that could have also ran? Because they all just dipped, and they were like, well, Trump's too OP, so Vivek dipped. He never had anything against Trump, he just wanted to be his own. Vivek dipped, DeSantis dipped, Nikki Haley dipped, and then it was the fat dude that dipped way at the beginning. I forget his name, nobody cared. Or still cares. So there was Nikki Haley, the fat dude, and both of the boys. And then Trump, of course. So they all dipped. So if Trump actually got killed, who would be up for the... up for running as the Republicans? For the Republicans. Could one of them just re-enter the race? Like a Ramaswamy or DeSantis? Could they just come back? Or is that not a thing? Because I think that would have been an interesting conversation. Aside from the fact that America would literally be in hell right now. Oh, the whole of America would just... It would be like all those BLM riots, but like 10 times worse if Trump died. So, if he did, who would be running for him? I wonder if he'd be one of his kids, like Donald Trump Jr. I'd really like him to see run eventually. I'd really like to see him run eventually, honestly. Donald J. Trump Jr. I mean, he's got what it takes, to be honest. He's got a lot of his father in him. I don't think anybody can do as good a job as Trump, though. But he's got a lot of Trump in him. Literally. Got his name, too. Yeah, out of the family, out of the Trump family, I think Trump Jr. would probably be the best out of the family. Something like that, what you are suggesting has never happened before, but I think that in the event it becomes whoever was previously running before the main nominee. Ah, okay. Whoever was running before the main nominee. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad it didn't happen. But could you imagine if, I know it'd be literally impossible, but I would have always, ever since 2016, I've always wanted to see it, a debate between Obama and Trump. Because Obama and Biden and the Democrats, they're all the same, effectively, right? Just pick your character. They're all the same, right? Just different flavors of ice cream, essentially. But I would have liked to see Trump and Obama debate. Because they're like the best at their world, in my opinion. Although I'm not for Obama's stuff or the Democratic stuff, right? Whether it's under Obama or Biden, the same things will apply, right? Even Obama hinted at it a while ago. He said, after my 2 terms are over, I would like to have a goon where like he would still be able to run things in the back, but through somebody else. Essentially Biden, right? So it truly does not matter who's running, if either it's Obama or Biden in that side, or freaking Kamala Harris, same thing. But out of those guys, I think Obama's the best for them, and for us, hail Biden, Jesus. And for us, it'd be Trump, right? Out of Vivek, DeSantis, blah blah blah. So I would have liked to seen both of them go at it, because Obama is a great speaker, and so is Trump. And I feel like then it'd be a fair debate. I mean, seriously, with Biden, it was so terrible. It was so laughable, bro. I felt so bad for Biden. Like, I actually did. Bro was so tired of his shit. Not like Trump was doing anything bad, but he just could not. And then Trump, with his response that, the way he looked at Bowden, bruv. The way he looked at him, he was so done with him. Nobody understood what Biden said during the whole debate. Nobody understands, bruv. And then he's like, I don't understand what he said. I don't think he did either. That was the moment he officially won that debate. Everybody knew, obviously, but that was like the moment they highlight. But yeah, I know it'd be impossible for Obama to run for a 3rd term, but I would like to have seen him try. A bit of a hot take, but I think Michelle Obama was better than Barack in terms of policy changes and things accomplished. I don't know. I mean, that guy did do a pretty good job. And no, I'm not speaking about Barack. Obama does not care. See what I did there? Poor Biden. Well, my grandmother used to say. Anyways, well, I almost got my Kylo Ren maxed out. Level, 30,108, 7,200. Well, he's almost maxed out. I'm only negative 200 levels away. Well, anyways, fellas, yesterday I was hiking and I saw a tiger. Like, this mother effer is all over the place, bro. I don't know, see, the best thing for him would just to be retire. Literally, he's an old feller. He's an old guy. You've accomplished the dream of getting presidency. Good job, GG. Now just chillax, enjoy the rest of your life with your kids, essentially, because it's not like he was actually running things. You know Biden would be the best grandpa, though. I could listen to his stories all day. I don't know, bro. Oh, that was as close as Trump's shooting, bro, right there. I don't think I'd be able to listen to him for that long. Not because the way I personally feel towards him, it's just because he can't really hold a convo. But have you guys seen videos of younger Biden? I mean, bro was slick. I would have liked to seen him versus Trump. That would have been actually been a fair fight. But Obama versus Trump would have been my favorite. They're both slick talkers. Obama could be like, we're gonna freaking bomb children in Syria because we want to, and make it sound alright. I'm not even saying it is, obviously not. But that's how slick of a slick, smooth talker he is. He'll do horrible things and be like, yeah, well, it's fine, and make a joke out of it. Right? He's like the only guy that makes it sound like it's alright to do those things, which it isn't. But because of that, I would really like to see it versus Trump. Because whenever Trump is able to defeat the argument, it makes it so much more valuable. Whenever he defeats Trump, and whenever Trump defeats Biden in an argument, it's like, well, duh, he can't even say, hi, how are you, properly. Of course you're going to destroy his argument. But whenever you have a worthy opponent and you beat that guy, well, now you beat a worthy opponent. You didn't just beat the guy on the street or a grandpa, respectively. So that's what I'm saying. That's my point. I mean, that's what they have to do, yeah. I think I'm probably gonna name my next stream Make Battlefront 2 Great Again. Because back when the old elections, when I used to stream back then, time to time, you can still see it to this day. It was one of my most viewed streams, I think. I don't remember, I could be wrong. But it would just be called Make Star Wars Battlefront Great Again. Like that MAGA saying. So it's kind of nice to see it relate back again all those years. It's interesting. It's not the first time I've been in the election game. I find it very interesting. Very, very interesting. And plus we're all going to be affected by it. So you might as well at least know what you're going to get fucked. It only seems right. Bowden. But yeah, at this point nobody believes what Biden... I mean, have you guys seen Biden's Twitter, Instagram, or whatever? Literally all his posts is just all against Trump. There's nothing that's like, we're gonna build homes, or we're gonna do this for the country, lower taxes, or something like that. It's all just like, hey, Trump's gonna do this, we're not gonna do this, we're gonna veto it. Trump's gonna do this, we're better than him, so vote for me. Oh, look, Trump said hi instead of hello. What a bad man, vote for us. Project 2025. It's all about, Trump lives in Biden's head, rent-free, and that's why Biden cannot think. It's not because he's old. It's not because he has dementia. It's not because anything else. It's because Trump lives in his head the whole time. And because of that, it takes up so much GPU power of Trump's. So he cannot think properly to make sentences. It all makes sense. I figured it out. I figured it out. That's why he can talk about Trump endlessly with no errors. But then talk about inflation for 2 seconds and just stumble the whole way through. And not know what the inflation rate is or something like that. That's why. Because Trump lives in his head the whole day. All day, every day. He's got a little Trump tower in there, bruv. I'll need a drink. Christian, what do you think of these elections? Since you're in Argentina. Argentine. Make Argentina great again. Honestly, though. So you guys are going through right now. I mean, could you imagine whenever Trump dies, like naturally dies, not assassinated? I agree. 2034. Let's go. Whenever he naturally dies, that man's gonna like his whole life is gonna be like, like describing his life is gonna be insane. I mean, the bad thing about that is it affects everyone. Yeah. Well, bad. Well, it affects the election. Affects everyone, good and bad. When Biden came in, it affected everybody pretty badly. I mean, look at the wars. I'm not even gonna say it, so I don't literally get killed. But look at the wars going on. I don't really think that just happened. I think the USA had a lot to do with it. For example, the Ukraine versus Russia is funded 80% by the US. Who's worse, Biden or Trudeau? Oh my god, that's tough. You know what? I'm. That's actually not that hard. They're both bad, but I would say Biden. Because if, I mean, they're both really bad, but because one has more power than the other, they have more power to do more bad, right? So imagine if I'm a very short guy, I'm not that powerful, but I go around smashing people's faces whenever I walk around. Well, because I'm, you know, short, not that strong, I can't do that much damage, although I'm still a dick, right? But imagine someone like Hulk Hogan or WWE champion or something like that. That person's going to be able to do a lot more damage than I do. So we're both bad, but one is way better than me just because they have the ability to be better than me. That person is Biden. Or Biden's administration, I should say. Biden, of course not. Biden's just a grandpa. They could have put anybody in there. Same story, honestly. Trudeau really screwed us over in regards of money and helping the wrong people. And so did Biden, but Biden's just screwing over in every single realm, right? And like I just said, the Ukraine-Russia war is 80% funded, the Ukraine side obviously, 80% funded by the US. 80%, which is why when Trump's like, I'm going to end it day one, he really can. I mean, 80% funded. It's a proxy war. That's what it's been called for a while. Proxy war. So it's US versus Russia, but the middleman, well, not even the middleman, Ukraine is the US basically. It's just, instead of making it official, hey, we're in war with you guys, it's a lot smarter to be like, you know what, you guys can do it for us, we'll just pay everything. So, yeah. Could you imagine someone who never watches my channel just comes here randomly and sees Battlefront 2 as the title, and then we're just talking about this? Also, all the things I'm saying are literally facts. It's not what I think, it's a fact. I did my research. 80%. I mean, what do you think they want to kill him so bad? I mean, they're enjoying the fact that the war's been going on for that long. They can't end it. I mean, it's not that hard to not kill people. I mean, fuck me, you can stop if you really want to. You don't have to. Especially, like, Ukraine. Them specifically. Well, all of them, but specifically in Ukraine, they're just dragging out family men who are just trying to protect and provide for their family. They're just literally dragging them out and be like, we're going to throw you on the war, at the battlefield. And they're just going to die in a ditch for nothing. Hey, Coyote. GM, or good night, because it's nighttime. GM, MGM. Also, I feel like this is the last election where the media is going to have any sort of relevancy. I don't know why I struggled to say that. It's the Biden in me. Sorry. Because, I mean, I don't think anybody's like... For example, when Trump's assassination attempt happened, I don't think anybody was like, wow, I want to get more information about that. Let me go look at CNN. I don't think anybody does that anymore, or not as much. I think it's the last time, the last election, where people are going to be semi-reliant. Let's just call it reliant on the MSM, which is the mainstream media. I think people are going to start using Twitter a lot more. I mean, Twitter had its most daily active users, I think, on Trump's assassination day. I was one of them. I was there for like 4 hours after that happened, I'm not going to lie. But there's so many people who are like their own media channels, right? Say me, if I really wanted to. Nobody's relying on CNN and stuff like this anymore. They're all garbage. They're all garbage. I mean, Trump apparently just fell, or there was loud noises, according to this garbage media. Twitter is shit. It isn't. You just don't know how to use it. I didn't know how to use it properly. It is not garbage. My opinion, over 74 years old, you shouldn't be able to run for country. Honestly, the age doesn't really have anything to do with it. About being able to run a country. I mean, look at Trump. He's only 3 years younger than Biden, I think. Right? Or 3 years older, or, 3 years younger, or 2 or something. He's not that, there's not that much difference. Right? No, the app is not, but the people in it are... okay, well, you should have said that before. Anyways, no, Trump, like, for example, when Biden ran, he was younger than Trump is now. And you could say Biden was still in his decline, like a massive decline by then. It's just not as worse as now, but it was still very bad. It was very obvious that he was not actually running the country. So the age is not really up there. Because most of the people who ran the country, most, not all, were quite old. And they were at the top of their game. Even most people who are running these companies around the world, like the Fortune 500 companies, are quite old as well. So the age does... I see what you mean, because Biden is like a very, very clear example of why you're saying that, and I do get it. But it doesn't really have to do anything with that. Like, I would prefer this year-old Trump, which is 78 years old, or he's 74, I can't remember, than a 50-year-old Trump, to be honest. Like, even just when Trump. Yeah, I would say you should do... I would say a better way to assess that, instead of be like, oh, if you're older than this age, don't run. It'd be like, alright, we're going to give you a test, cognitive test, which is what they've been trying to do for Biden. He just refuses, blah, blah, blah. Trump, he's old enough to play himself in Home Alone 2. Yeah, I mean, he literally has. But... the best way to assess that and be like, alright, should this person be able to run, is just do that cognitive test or run a little exam. Be like, alright, that'd be the best way to judge it. Because if we truly did that, then Biden would just not be able to run, for example. Trump would be. Biden wouldn't. I don't think he can, do a math test properly, which I can't either. I'm not even saying I'm not much better. I was really close to failing my last year of high school. But that would be the way to go. I can't run. I'm not walking on purpose. I can't. There we go. Yeah, a cognitive test is what it's called. Do something like that. Or a test of some sort, instead of age reliant. Because you could be 43 and sound smart, Obama, and fail the test. Right? Then we should not make you run. However, age, it's not a good enough indicator. IQ is. Because you're going to be ruling everybody in the most powerful country in the entire world. You better be smart. And typically you're at your smartest, your wisest, best decision making, blah blah blah, at your old, when you're old. Generally. So it's not really a bad thing. What time is it? Alright, almost an hour. Oh god, my controller's dying. Let me charge that. And there we go. Yeah, so that's what I'd say. Argentina is better. In what way? I've never been, and I don't know too much. Oh, look, it's Vader Gamer. Also, he told me he won't be able to make it to the stream, he thinks. I'm just gonna spam. I don't feel like it. Oh, why can't I run? Why can't you run, my brother? Why are you running? Oh, bonus health and deflection stamina. This guy is peak retard. This guy makes Joe Biden look smart. Oh yeah, tell me about inflation in Argentina. Est-ce que c'est toujours possible d'obtenir des coups ça? Pas avec moi. Pas avec moi et mon équipe. EJ/Star Wars Duels. Pas avec moi et mon équipe. Unfortunately. Regarde, si tu veux faire une order de comme 10 or 15 or like a massive order, let's say you had a team, you can run it through me and we can talk about it. Maybe you'd be able to make a deal. But we don't make them anymore. If Donald Trump ever came and played Kusa, would make his in Battlefront 2, would make the Kusa for him, obviously. But we're not gonna actively. It's not that we're not able to make Kusas anymore. Like our system is broken or whatever. No, it all works fine. We can do Kusas tomorrow. It's just life is in the way, right? If you really wanted a large sum, which would make it worth our time for a specific period, then fine. If someone paid you $40 for a $10 Kusa, no. For us to get back in the game, you'd have to be like, look, I have a team of GA players, 40 players, 20 versus 20. None of them have Kusa, and I want you to give them Kusa, all of them. Typically, that would be 20 times 4, so 40. That'd be $800. But let's say they wanted to make a deal for, I don't know, $650 or whatever. I don't know, some kind of deal. And we no longer make Kusa. We can work around it and be like, all right, give us this much time, do this, even though we never make Kusa, because that'd be worth our time. We could be like, all right, well, I can talk to my guys and be like, all right, what do you guys have to do? You guys have a test on this day. You guys have to work on that day. All right, make a plan where you have the weekend and just work on Kusas or something like that. But you'd have to go out of our way to find time, and if we do, it'd have to be worth it. So that's why it's just not worth it to just do one Kusas. Well, I mean, it's not like we only had to do one Kusas when we did sell it, but it's just, it would take up so much time continuously, where it's just no longer possible to make them all the time while we have work, while we have this, blah blah blah. But if it's one big order, we can be like, okay, let me find one big sum of time out of the whole week and focus on that, because it's just really once in a while. No, I'd do it because I'm broke. Yeah, you're broke, and also $40 is a lot for you because you're in Argentina. That too. And also, I'd feel pretty bad selling Kusa for 40. Trump for president 2024. I couldn't agree more, Tyler Hanks. Never seen you before, but my man. Welcome. Is it like 5 minutes per Kusa? I'm not too sure. I mean, I remember Luca did one really quick once with our new system. But 5 minutes is too little. At least for me, I'm not super techie. I'm a salesman. I know a lot about a lot of stuff, but I don't know how to make it. Well, I do know how to make it. I'm gonna be honest, I know how to make it. I've made some myself, but with Luca's guidance. I'm gonna do a couple Kusas for myself. But I wouldn't say I'm like a professional. But it did take me more than 5 minutes for sure. I guess 5 years and we'll have the best economy. The best, I don't know. But you guys will definitely have a good economy with Milei. I forget his first name, but Milei. He's a good president. You guys are gonna have a good couple of years. It's all gonna be redeemed. Oh gosh, I pulled all 4 of them. Let me get her. You stupid bit. Okay, good. I've been looking into jailbreaking the Xbox Series X, but for the most part. But the most I've been able to do is make a memory scanner for Xbox. There was also a promising looking exploit when streaming Xbox games. Yeah, Xbox with their jailbreaking is, I feel like there's less capabilities. That's what I think, so it's not a fact. I feel like there's less than PlayStation. Like if you jailbreak a PlayStation versus an Xbox, I feel like you can do a lot more jailbreaky stuff on PlayStation than you can on Xbox. Like just Kusa, for example, we thought they might have been away recently, actually. We're still working on stuff, because why not? It's just what we do. We're always interested in this type of stuff, which is how Kusa came to be, because we're always looking. But we were looking at something for Xbox, and when Kusa first came out, obviously we looked at it from Xbox, and it was obviously impossible. We still tried. But recently, we found a way to somewhat get close to it, but it still wasn't there. So it's like they're so like limited. I feel like Xbox is like the Apple of the phone world. You know how Apple just doesn't let you do anything? It's like you get the phone as is, you get 4 or 3 presets that we will give you, otherwise go F yourself. With Android, it's like you want to hack the phone and make it unusable, go for it. I feel like PlayStation is the Android and Apple is the Xbox, which is why it's like you can't do anything on Xbox, bro. You can't even freaking record a game properly. I think you might be able to record and then send it to freaking Bumbaclat land or something, but it's just gay. It's Microsoft, so yeah. Which is ironic because I said Xbox, but Apple. But yeah, you get what I mean. Don't update your PS4 for a year and you'll have a jailbreak. Yeah. Kuso works mostly because of the way EA's Frostbite engine works. The biggest issue is Xbox security. The statement about Apple is on point though. Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, that's why it was impossible. I mean, if Kusa was available for Xbox, we would have also sold it on Xbox. Could you imagine if it was? That would have been so dope. I mean, not that I would have been able to experience it, but there were so many people, you have no idea. I know it because I was on the front end. There's so many people who are like, how do I get it on an Xbox? Because our tutorial was called, on purpose, how to get Kusa on PlayStation 4 and 5. So people are like, okay, great, you can get it on PS4 and 5. What about Xbox? And we had to just say no and turn them away. So many people. So many people. So if you think we were just lazy, no, we're not. We turned away as many people as I would say for PS4. Like, all of the people who got it for PS4 and 5, take that number, it takes 70% of those people, and that would make the Xbox clients. We turned away that many. So trust me, if we weren't lazy, we're like, no, I don't feel like it. No, I want to go to bed. No, we would have had a massive payday if we did that. We just couldn't. You gotta think though, Microsoft bought a bunch of companies like Batista, Tesla, which could mean that they could, yeah. Didn't they also buy? Geez, that was close. I was literally at one. Didn't they also buy that Call of Duty Activision? How the hell did he hit me? Gosh, I hate Biden versus you. Woo. Yeah, didn't they buy Activision? So does that mean now Xbox is gonna have the month before everybody? Like, you know how like for a while back in the PS3 and Xbox 360 days, Call of Duty games I think came out, or updates came out like a month before on Xbox, and then now it's like PS4 and PS5. So is that gonna turn back? Activision. I mean, if BF2 was on Switch, then we could have Kusa on Switch. Battlefront 2 on Switch. I forgot that console even existed. Most of the people who have that console are like gay, LGBTQ, or they're like within that realm. Very, very, very much within that. I'm not gonna dive into gayness in this stream because I always do in other streams, and it's a great subject because I always win. But yeah, I feel like most people that have that are gay. A friend of mine pays $50 for Kusa from Communicate. $50? What did he have? How many Kusas did he get for $50? Or what did he have within the Kusa for $50? Like, was his lightsaber red or something? Or did he get it within like a millisecond after? I mean, $50. There must be more than just one Kusa for $50. I got the Vader glitch. I might as well let him kill me. It was one Kusa. Okay. Was there anything special about that Kusa? So basically only liberals use a Switch. 60% of liberals would rather have a Switch. And then if not Switch, then Xbox or Gaybox. And then if you're a real big G, you get the PlayStation or a PC if you're willing to deal with the problems. Thank you. He said Communique told him that Cash App takes 50% tax. 50%? So you had to pay double. Put Ultra Mega Hyper 24K graphic. 24K. Let me look this up for Cash App, because that is a terrible business plan from Cash App, not even Camino. I'm gonna look up Cash App fees. I'm gonna look at all of this right now. Standard transfers are free and arrive within 1 to 3 business days. Instant transfers are subject to 0.5 to 1.75 fee within a minimum fee of blah blah blah. Is there a charge fee on Cash App? The platform doesn't charge commission fees. What is the Cash App fee for $100? There's no fees. Okay. 3% here. Okay, never mind, that's something else. Do I have to pay a fee to receive $3,000 on Cash App? Sending and receiving money is totally free and fast, and most payments are deposited directly to your bank in minutes. Interesting. Interesting. 50% tax. Also, that is garbagely cap. I don't know where that idea came from. 50% commit. Think of it as a business point of view, right? Don't think of it of he said, she said, blah blah blah. Think of it as you're running a business and you want people to. Why would people use Cash App if I'm gonna send you $100 and you're only receiving 50? Think of how bad of a business that is. That's not a thing. It's just not a thing. Now, obviously, I don't know if Camino actually did that or not. This is the first time I'm hearing of it. I'm not just going to take your word. I don't know the other side of the story, out of some respect for him. It's not even why not PayPal. That's not even a thing. I mean, how did Cash App get so big if they're so bad? I told him not to get it, but Camino was one option, so he tried to pay it. He said because it's international, they charge more, but I don't know. I've heard Camino is sketch. I've also heard the same thing last stream, literally, of a potential scam. I can't remember it by heart. I was kind of busy anyways, but it was, if you go on my last stream, it was there at the beginning. Everything's recorded. But 50%, because look at it this way. You're running a company called Cash App, and there's competitors like PayPal and Stripe and banks and a bunch of them which are fierce. Some of them charge no fees or very little fees. So you're like, you know what? I'm going to be such a good competitor. I'm going to charge these motherfuckers 50%. Yeah, good luck getting clients. You're not going to get anybody. You're not even going to get 10 people in Cash App if that was the case. It's ridiculous. It's laughable. You don't need to be Joe Biden to understand that 50% tax is insane. And international transfer garbage, blah, blah, blah. 50% is still insane. I mean, he promoted it very good, but he's not the only one selling it. I've never heard of his Kusa unless it was from you guys or the one video he made, which was promotional, I will be honest. But is that the kind of promotion you want to make? Throwing shade at me, a bunch of other people, and just saying a bunch of garbage, and then that's it. It's promotional, sure, because people are talking about it. That is promotion within itself. But you're just kind of just bashing everybody, if we're honest here. During Kusa's heyday, I could have made you a program that would automatically mod a save file to a user specification and then put the files back into the USB. I think we might have done something similar with Luca. What did you have in mind? Because I think we might have already done that. Might have. Or at least thought of it. Camino sells Kusa, but seems like he's constantly changing his prices to make it seem like he's cheap. But by the time you buy it, he changed the price because of fees. That's just annoying. Again, I'm not sure if... I'd have to double check, because I don't like to just fully take 100% in one person's story, but if that's the case, that's just gay. Because I'm gonna go look at my PayPal right now, because I still have all the transactions saved. And I don't even... Because so many people bought from Germany, Switzerland, and there was like $1 transfer fees sometimes, where either they had to pay or I had to pay. Most of the time it was free. And I'm in Canada, by the way. We didn't accept Cash App because Cash App is only available in certain countries, not all of them. Actually, you know what? Let me just, since I already know my PayPal stuff, let me go back and look up Cash App fees, international fee. Yeah, there we go. Transactions. You can use the cash card. No, that's okay. You can use the cash card for international purchases and ATM withdrawals within the supported countries. Fees. While Cash App itself doesn't impose foreign transaction fees, ATM operators, that doesn't really. Can you use Cash App internationally? If you're traveling or plan to travel, you can use your Cash App, your cash card, for international transactions in supported countries without fees. Cash App can't help for international transactions. Okay. How much does Cash App charge for international transfers? Does anybody want to guess how much they charge? Because we've just been told 50%. Again, I'm not sure if it's true, but I have the answer. But I want you guys to guess. I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds because I'm not gonna make you guys wait that long. Yes, Camino sells Kusa, but yes, Seg, it's not that hard. The thing is using the jailbreak PS4. You don't have to use the PS4 anymore. There's a new way. I have screenshots. I wish I could post them here in the comments. Join the Discord. Yeah, my Discord is in the description of this YouTube, by the way, Tyler. We'd like to have you in, even if it's not to talk about this. Camino is also in there if you want to speak to him directly there, but... Does anybody want to guess the transactions that we think is 50%? Mainly my idea would have been a program that worked similar to a macro. We were also thinking about a macro that would retrieve the data from a Google submission. Yeah, because we wanted to make a website, and we could have. It's just when you have a website like eBay, for example, or whatever, you buy the thing, and then once you receive the transaction, you put your object and the thing in a packaging, and you send it. With us, it's like if you do buy it, we still need to get your data, like for your save files or whatever, and there's no way to input that on the website, even if we make our own. So it would have been too complicated, and most of you guys are fucking retards. If I'm honest, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But anyways, I'm not going to dwell about it. Christian said 2%. Y'all could actually decrypt the... it's complicated. I'm not going to try to explain because I'm going to butcher it. But you said 2%. Tyler said 50%. Well, it's not what he thinks, it's what has been told to him. So... I'm going to read it out to you, and then I'll play the game. You can send money internationally between two Cash App accounts, with the fee for currency conversion applied to such transactions. Typically, it's around 1% of the total transaction amount. So, ladies and gentlemen, a couple Google searches, and we found our answer, which wasn't really that hard. I see in you, Belosia, whatever your name is. I saw you. So 1%. Even if the Google is wrong and it's 3%, call it 5, which would be insane. 5% would be insane, considered insane in the TradFi system. 50%? Come on. Nobody's going to be doing that. 50% is absurd. There must be more to the story. Like 50%. I can't tell somebody, can you pay me like almost double just because they like. I can't do that, bro. 50% is insane. Happy I sent you screenshots earlier. I said Germany. I was wrong. It's actually Russia. The fucking sanctions, that's what it must be. Even then, 50% is absurd, bruv. Well, I mean, I hope they're happy with Kusa. I mean, $40 for Kusa. I mean, it's still somewhat worth it. Because I not made Kusa, but because I've been behind it for so long, I can make it worth $40. Like I can convince you to still get it for $40, but because I know people are used to getting it for 10 to 20 bucks, which is much more reasonable. $40 is just a stretch in my opinion, because it's like, okay, $40, but the game itself you can get it for 20, 15, and you want me to pay for, I don't know, $40 for something that's relatively small in the scheme of the game? Come on. Still faster. Yeah, you could, Christian. You could. What if he uses other person's Cash App and that person takes 50% to themselves? Maybe he meant that. I don't know. I'm not going to make assumptions because I know when people make assumptions about my business and how annoying that was, so I'm not going to do it to Camino or whoever else. But I don't think that makes any sense what you just said though, Belosa. Who says the DLC that EA never released? It's the upgrade that should have been released when they made the PS5, just like Grand Theft Auto did to the PS5 update. The PS5 update to the Grand Theft Auto 5 game. So we essentially did what Grand Theft Auto did, a la Battlefront. Bring Camino in the party here. I want hear you talk. I'm guessing you want me and Camino to talk in person, which actually funny enough, although we've texted many times before, I've never formally met him. But I don't know why you'd want me to speak to him though. I don't run Kusa, or I'm not partnering with him or anything. I just hear this stuff about him, but I don't know why you'd want me to just speak to him directly. I do get that a lot of people come for me for these type of things because I ran Kusa pretty well. And for a while, and that was the first mover advantage and things of this nature. So I understand why people want my opinion, because it's certified almost. Get it? Kusa certified. Did you playing against Camino in Battlefront 2? Oh, okay, so you're retarded. No, I'm kidding. Your English is just really bad. You probably have dyslexia like me. I'm not saying that as an insult. I'm literally dyslexic as well. What is bro doing? Have I ever played against Camino? Yeah, I've played against Camino. I'm pretty sure he actually won Kusa from me at the time. Him and his team won Kusa against me. Back when I did stream stuff for Kusa, he won it. I think he bought it and also won it again. 2 or 3 times. No, wait. He bought Kusa, I think, a couple times. Or once, maybe. And then won it for sure. So we confirm communicate charges doubles for cash out. I can't say that. Did you send screenshots? Because I haven't looked in the Discord. You should tag him, honestly. You might as well tag him. It's none of my business, but since you guys are all in here, you might as well tag him in my server, because he's in there. If you had any questions for him. Because if I were you, I mean, I guess you know the reason, but if I was in your position, I would have literally messaged him and be like, how come you're charging double now? No insults, no nothing. I would have just asked. Maybe there's something to it. Maybe he needs the money for his mother. I don't fucking know. Maybe there's a genuine reason why he's selling Kusa for $40. Sometimes 10 pennies. I don't know. Yes, in the Kusa submission, he's saying double the price on Cash App, but normal on PayPal. That's insane. I need to see a screenshot. I don't believe it. I actually don't believe it. I need to see a screenshot before I believe it. Evidence, master. Maybe some people don't like this, but I just finished making a Cronus Zen script that auto goal reloads my indie blaster. Nice! Provides the auto fire and has recoil assist and is the ultimate Battlefront 2 script. That's like, it seems small, but when you're in a game, I could see that being super, it's like so convenient. It's this type of stuff that makes Kusa great. Again, see what I did there? Because Kusa, FOV, graphics, it seems small, and it kind of is, but it's those things that just refine your gaming experiences that make the difference. And that, what you described, Seg, is exactly that. I also want a Cronus Zen, please send. And yes, please send a screenshot. Our second gaming was putting Kusa at the time, and got it. Yeah, a lot of people are still saying that. Just send a screenshot in the whoever is gonna send a screenshot. Just send it on my main chat on my Discord. I'll literally check when this game is over, so you have like 2-3 minutes. So it's not possible like to make auto parried because it's auto. That I don't know yet. I don't think you could do that. I want to Cronus Zen. Your Cronus, please. You don't want to make a Zen in front of everybody. It's okay, I have autism. I love how you just started with that. It's okay, I have autism and Down syndrome and retardation level 7, and I also have blindness in one eye and deaf in 4 years. His form says double for Cash App, but why? Yeah, I'd like to know why. Double, Jesus. Ask him why, bro. I'm interested too. Yeah, it's a fair question. I mean, I don't want to ask why because it's. I don't want to get. I know I'm gonna get probably frustrated, and truly, for me, it'll make no difference. If I want a Kusa, I'll create 500. You know what I mean? I still have that power, so I truly don't really care. For me, but since you guys are all in here and you're all trying to get my opinion because it has some value, I am interested. For your sake, not for mine. So you will have to go out of your way to ask the question and then give me the answers, and I'll make my assessment from it. Pink Camino on the main chat. I want beef. I don't want beef. Don't ask him stupid stuff if you just want beef for your own entertainment. If you want stupid beef, go watch ISO Speed, Aiden Ross, and all those garbage people. Christian didn't my screen show. Actually, you know what? Let me, as I'm playing, let me go on Discord right now. There's my main chat. It just says Tyler Hanks is here. I just waved at you. So there's no screenshots. It just says you joined. Hey G. My retard level friend. I was trying to activate the thing, damn it. What do you think about war? War is not good. Hell no. And adapting to the delay will require really good Wi-Fi. Yes. Your Wi-Fi, please. You don't want to make a mess of things in front of the chancellor. Yeah, you didn't send anything, Tyler. Just send it in the main chat. La main chat. Ra-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. Do-do-do-do, do-ba-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Woo! Ay-yi! Damn! Let's go, BB. BB, you love me. Come on, Vader Gamer. Oh, crap. I guess it's that time of the day, huh? Random question, does anybody play Mortal Kombat? I don't, obviously. I don't play any other games, really, if I'm honest. If I'm really honest. Yeah, I've been playing this game since launch, and pretty much nothing else. Christian, check again. Did you send a DM to him directly, Tyler? The reason that auto reloads works the way it does is because whenever a blaster overheats, there's a very subtle motor change, and the Zen can detect. Aha! I actually thought it was something else. Please confirm to everyone that I'm not a liar. Yes, please do, because we still don't know. I don't want to call you a liar, but I also want to confirm that you're not. So. Second gaming, if you will meet Camino in game, will you teabag him? What are these questions coming from you? Are you like 12? Will I teabag him? If I teabag him or I don't teabag him, how will that change the trajectory of his Kusa or of his life? It's like if I teabag someone, they now have become a worse human being, and I'm happy because it changes nothing. It's not like they become fatter or skinnier or wealthier after teabag. It literally does nothing. Doing this does nothing. And yeah, sometimes they scream into the mic. Aside from that, it does nothing. If you truly want to, like, I don't know, take revenge of somebody, doing this, that's the last thing you'd want to do. So teabagging Camino or anybody, it's just garbage. Retard. He sent a screenshot, he's in alt. I swear if you see when the Discord was created. Well, whenever it's created, just, Christian, you send the screenshot on my main chat so everybody can see. Okay, there we go. I just got it now. Let's see it live. Okay, well, I just got the tag. I didn't get the screenshot. Oh, wait. I'll wait for the screenshot. I'll wait for it. Whenever it comes out, I'll look at it. Listed second gaming. I first time on your stream. Say hello to me. Bro's GPU has to restart. Has to restart his mind. I get those poop storms every time. Alright, well send this screenshot to me then, Christian. Directly to me. Here. Oh damn, the thing is... Oh, okay. I want to cash out money out from cash out. Because I'm Russian, I guess. That's why my cash out Google Forms. Jesus. I'll explain what the screenshot is. It's a message from Camino. But what I'm trying to get, I mean, I guess it confirms it in some sense. But what I was trying to get is literally a screenshot of his form, which says, pay double if you're from this. That's what I want to see. Out of my curiosity. This guy is in an alt. Is the guy who's in an alt, are you talking about Tyler or some guy who's using an alt named Camino with the profile picture? Sure, send me the form, I guess. I actually never seen their form. It'd be interesting to see how similar it is to ours. Your form, please. You don't want to make a mess of things in front of the chat. Yeah, I've never seen their form. Be interesting. First look reaction. Third gaming. Look at that. Third game, and I sent a private DM because I'm not trying to target Camino. I was simply saying, oh, okay. Well, look, you were right. But let me look at the link officially. I'm opening it right now, so it's my reaction to it. Let me log into my Google. Bada bing, bada boom. Next. Not for this website. Nope. I'm playing one-handed right now. Alright, log in. Jesus, why are you taking so long? Oh my god, why is EDP on there, bro? The new voyage is Kusa. Okay. Where does it say? So I'm not really playing right now. Which version of Kusa? Oh my god, there's 3.0, 2.5, 1.5, 1.0? Shit! Okay. How are you going to pay? Accepting PayPal, cryptocurrency, PSN cards for US amounts, Cash App. If you're paying with PSN cards or Cash App, the price is doubled. Oh shit. Yeah. Literally. It says if you're paying with PSN cards or Cash App, the price... Well, I mean... If he wants to run his business that way, it's none of my business, literally. I'm just putting my phone down, sorry. Camino is in my DM now, pissed off, that's why I sent a DM. How does the message get across that quick from my stream to Camino? But it's not my business, but I personally wouldn't have done that. I think it's obvious. I don't think many people would, but... I don't want to actually talk... If I actually want to be nice, I actually shouldn't say anything. Because if he's making a mistake, then he should make that mistake and learn from it, and it'll make him a better businessman. If I tell him, if he comes in the party, he's like, what should I do? And if I tell him the answer, then sure, it might be good for him. But would he learn the lesson? Probably not. If, for example, we sold Kusa for $50, it would be a very bad thing. Nobody would buy it. So I would learn a harsh truth that people's pockets aren't that deep, and because of that I would put it $10. Lesson learned. But if I put it at 100 and Kevin O'Leary came up to me and was like, that's stupid, put it at 10, I wouldn't have learned anything. I would have just followed his lead. So truly, if I want the best for Camino, I'd let him do whatever he has to do, and nature will find its way and he'll just learn from it. It's kind of like when we were all little kids and we didn't know how to walk, so we walked, fall down, walk again, fall down, learn from your errors, fall down again, and then blah blah blah, and then now you're up and running. So if I truly want to be the best to him, I would just let him do what he does. Wild title, but W for being a Trump supporter. It's not even a wild title. It just says Battlefront 2 and Trump 2024, Joe Mama Sith. I mean Joe Mama. I never said he was scamming. No, I'm not even... Nobody said that, Tyler. No. I could see Camino maybe trying to use a crypto as a form of payment. Stripe is decent too, if you're a marketing team from a website. We also accepted crypto. We just never said it out loud. We accepted a couple crypto payments. Yeah, we just never put it out loud, but we did. If you like went to pay up, you're like, oh man, I didn't know PayPal, blah blah blah. We'll try to find a way with you. We'll work with you. Well, me. I was the one dealing with it. We'll work with you. The way I did it is, me and Luca and Hippo, I paid them through PayPal. But if somebody sent me crypto or some other payment methods, I would just, let's say we made $1,000 that month, and I had to pay Hippo $500, for example. But I had payment from this area, that area, and the PayPal didn't have $1,000 in it. I would just fund it from my bank account and just send him $500 and then keep that cash for myself, whether it's in cryptocurrency or blah blah blah. Oh my god, I hope no people got scammed. Please stay friendly. See no liars here. Yeah, you see right there, Tyler. You said something, you proved it, now you have a good reputation. That's how easy it is. But yeah, the whole double thing, you guys got my opinion on it. But truly, if you guys want the best for Camino and for his Kusa, to be honest, let him do what he's doing. Nature will find its way. Second gaming. If Camino K says let's sell together, what are you saying to him? If he says, well, I'd probably say no from the get-go. But I'd hear him out. Why not? Maybe he knows something I don't, or maybe there's something he knows that I don't. I don't know. My first reaction would say no, but I'd hear him out. What's your Steam? Oh. I'm talking about PC, my bad. Now I need to get back on track. Yeah, you do. You do, Joe Mama. We have to make Kusa great again. That was the whole thing when we brought back Kusa 2.0. We will make Kusa great again. The ultimate Kusa. Agao calling Caloran. It's insane how Kusa still gets talked about from my streams, although I haven't sold it in months. Soon to be a year. I mean, can you believe it? Kusa launched in 2022 and it's 2024. February 2024, 2022. A little bit before that when we figured it out, but yeah. Second Gaming, you need to invite Camino Party and interview stream right now. Judge me by my size, do you? Hmm? Christian, I really want to play too many games. I really play too many games on PC. Mostly play Steam exclusives. I wouldn't even mind talking to Camino about his Kusa. The thing is, it'd be actually a fun conversation, because I've never actually talked to somebody else who's really ran their whole Kusa operation like we did. Not exactly like we did, but who's ran their own style. I've talked to other people who'd have, but it's like they're very, very closed people. So they just sell it to a couple people they want to sell it to, right? It's not really as public as when I did it. But I've talked to them. It's very interesting to see how people do it their own way. I never thought it would be that way, right? But I wouldn't even mind talking to them about it. You make Kusa great again and vote for Trump to make America great again. That sounds about right, my G. Second Gaming, are you still making Kusas? No, we're not. I guess if Camino K is the only seller, then he can change whatever he wants. I mean, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna turn this back, and I'll turn it around to whatever you brought up, Tyler. In my religion, Islam, if you're the only one selling something, let's say you're the only one selling bread in the entire city, you can't overprice the shit out of the bread. For example, let's say that bread is worth $5, but you're selling it for 100. That would be considered a sin or haram, because you know you're abusing your power of being the only one who has the ability to do it, and you know people need that, and you're overpricing it. Now, if let's say there was 10 other people selling bread, and instead of selling it for 5 you sell it for 100, that's fine, because people can get bread everywhere else and they don't have to rely on you and pay an absurd huge price on that bread. So with that said, and that was just a little fun fact, there doesn't really have to do too much with whatever he does, but if he's the only one doing it, I wouldn't abuse that power. I wouldn't put it so high where like they have to pay it and it just sucks to pay that way. It's a bad negotiating technique. In negotiations, you never really want to win too harsh, right? You always want to there always needs to be a give and take, because sure, you might win the first negotiation or two that you do with your clients, but they're never going to want to negotiate again with you or do any deals with you. There needs to be a give and take if you want a good, healthy relationship in business. He's not Tyler. Second Gaming, I saw Eggsy say Camino is bad. Can you explain the problem? Oh yeah, that was from like last stream or 2 streams ago. I think it was I think, so correct me if I'm wrong. Bro, please let me joining party, it'll be fun. I don't typically let people in parties when I stream anyways. But I think with the whole thing with Eggsy is, I think, and I'm not too sure, so you can double check with him. I think Eggsy bought Kusa from Camino, and he got it on his Discord, which is, I think, the way he does it, where people just receive their files on Discord. And I believe after a while, Camino and Eggsy just got like mad at each other, or beef, let's call it. And Camino K just decided to delete the files from the Discord. So that's where the drama was, and that's where people were being conflicted. It's like, well, you bought Kusa and you got it, but then the files got deleted. So people are like, well, even if, you know, he got pissed or whatnot, is it right that he deleted the files? Most say, no, it's not right, and I would also be in that camp. Some say it doesn't matter. But that was the whole idea behind it. It could be that Camino is pretty much running his operation all by himself, and that might be the price so high. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I just went on the forum now, and it says the new Voyager is Kusa. Voyager is not Voyager. Plural. So, either way. So, Gaming, are you happy with Trump picking JD Vance? Yeah, I didn't know who the fuck JD Vance was. Let's go back to politics, because why not? Or maybe he wants more money. I don't know. Like I said, I'll just turn it. I kind of want to finish this Camino thing real quick. I'll get back to JD. Just let Camino does whatever he wants to do. If you guys want to pay $50 for Kusa, pay $50 for Kusa. I think if he puts the price too high, the market will show that it was a bad idea, and he will learn from it. That's what the market does. The market plays for Kusa. If you put Kusas too high, if you put cars at a too high of a price, think of anything similar to what's happening to Kusa right now that happened to cars, right? I can't remember which car it was recently. I think the Ford F-150 electric was like an absurdly expensive car, and the prices and the not the prices, the nobody bought them, so the whole share price for Ford tanked. Like, it was a very, very bad thing from Ford. So the marketplace showed them that, guys, this is a bad idea. It naturally came to them. If all of us went up to Ford, the Ford team, and were like, guys, don't do F-150 electric, that's a bad idea, they'll be like, yeah, but who cares? Until they tried and actually get their hands, they actually get slapped in the face, they won't learn. Same with the Cybertruck having terrible... Yeah, let's not get into that. I'm not too detailed on that. But you see what I mean, right? The marketplace gave them the answer, and either they adapt or die. So if he puts the price too high on Kusa, or does something else with Kusa, it doesn't even have to be price related. The marketplace will show him. It will either die or he will adapt to it. If one person buys Kusa for $50 instead of 15 who will buy for 20, he will either be like, alright, bet. And the $50 Kusa will either die, or he'll adapt and be like, you know what? No, maybe I should do this. The marketplace will show him, and the marketplace is the best teacher. Can you start talking about gays? Either way, back to JD Vance. I did a little bit of research about JD Vance. I think he's a good pick. I was really hoping for Vivek Ramaswamy. I think DeSantis would have probably have been the pick if DeSantis didn't go like super against Trump. Which it was such a dick move. I quite liked. Well, I'm gonna say liked. I wouldn't say adore, but I quite liked DeSantis at the time. And then when he started talking about Trump badly against Trump when he was running, it's like, you can be running against Trump and not be a douchebag against him. I didn't like that. And he did the one lesson in the book 48 Laws of Power. He did the never outshine the master, and he tried to outshine Trump. And I think ever since then, Trump was like, yeah, you're great, but you're not my VP. I think if JD Vance pulled it better, not JD Vance, DeSantis did a better job at being somewhat loyal to Trump, I think he would have had VP. And I think it would have been a good VP pick, but I think JD Vance would have been better. So regardless, I just wanted to put it out there. But regardless, I think JD Vance was a great pick. But I think, I don't know, I think I would have preferred Vivek Ramaswamy. But if Vivek tries to run again and JD Vance tries to go for Prez, because Trump won't be able to, I think a JD and Vivek administration would be dope. I think it'd be just amazing. I thought Trump would have picked Vivek since Vivek was essentially a political Trump clone. Yeah. I mean, Trump and Vivek were G's. Even when Vivek was running, he never threw Trump under the bus. He wasn't like, well, I'm running, so I'm better. Even when, I saw so many clips, even when, what's his name, Vivek was asked if he was better than Trump, blah, 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 he still put so much respect on Trump's name. And, like, you could tell, like, he did not want to talk bad about him, because he, like, had a lot of respect to him, and it shows. Alright, I don't understand shit, I'm about to go. Yeah, it's very important, so you might as well start, but I like Vivek a lot, yeah, me too. I think if Trump wasn't running, I would have probably picked Vivek. I would have voted for him. If I could vote. I believe Vivek truly loves our country like Trump. Yes, he has the same love. He has the same admiration, I would say. Or at least it appears so. I think it's because the country did so much to him. He probably had so much opportunities given to him or earned through America, which he knows he probably couldn't have or would have had a whole lot harder time. So I feel like he thinks, or I feel like he feels like he owes America something, or he owes the land something, and him running for Prez would be like giving back to America. That makes sense. Second, how was the biggest... Geez, you need to work on your English. I don't know who you are, but you need to work on it. Second, how was the biggest price for Kusa someone paid you? That makes no sense, but I understand what you're saying. What was the biggest price that someone paid us for Crusade, $20, which is how much we sold it for, or 10 at the time. Sometimes we'd get a tip, and most of the time, all the time, I'd say like, no, take it back. But they like willingly, really wanted to give us a tip. But those were tips. But we never sold Crusade for anything higher. It was either $20 or $10. DeSantis has a high probably he'll be Republican nominee next election. Yeah, probably. But the thing is with DeSantis, it feels like he's just walking on eggshells the whole time. So anytime he speaks, it's like he doesn't want to say something because he's like, fuck, if I say this, they'll know about that, and if they know about that, they'll know about this, and if they know about this, blah, 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 blah. So he's like, you ever been in trouble in school or high school, and the teacher doesn't know what you've done, but you're like, fudge, I don't know if she knows, so I'm not going to say much because I don't want to accidentally snitch on myself. So the way you talk, you become very silent, you become very, very careful to what you say, the way you react. That's what it feels with DeSantis. It feels like he has, I don't think he has, but it feels like he has skeletons in his closets, and he's being very careful. I don't think he has, to be honest. But that's how the way he talks it looks like he has. How much was the tips? I don't remember. And you ask very weird questions, Belusa. Belicia. I don't know your name. A little background on Vivek. His family came here legally, and they were very, very poor. Vivek worked his ass off in his whole life and built everything he has from ground up. He built a lot from the ground up, and he's only like 35, 36. He is young. And speaking of young, I think JD Vance, I think he picked JD Vance on purposely young, because I think maybe he wanted to appease to the younger side or whatever, which is probably true, but I don't think that was the whole reason. I think a large reason is he wanted to give America still a third chance, with the Trump administration after he's gone, because JD Vance can still run fairly well. Two more. What is it? I forgot the name. He could still run 2 more times because he's still young. He's not old. He's not encrypted or decrypted or whatever. He's not crippled. And he's like, what? He's 38 years old. JD Vance is 38. He can still run for president at 42 and then again at 46. I'm pretty sure I did the math right. And he'll barely be like 52 in his 50s when he's done both, if he has the chance, right? He picked someone who's still young and who still has the chance of kicking it, instead of freaking Mike Pence. I actually never liked Mike Pence. I liked Trump. I never liked Pence. Michael Pence, bro. Is it Michael or Mike Pence? It went from Pence to Vance, real quick. I do think DeSantis had some decent ideas, but I don't know if he would win because the American popularity is pretty hard. Yeah. DeSantis is height. Yeah, sorry. Didn't have an energy drink, so chill. Yeah, the whole DeSantis thing about his height, it's not even a big problem. It's just the way he reacts to it. It's like, well, actually, my heels are fine. I'm not 5. Like, bro, you're either tall or you're not. Just not. Why are you making such a big fuss about it? It's stuff like this that makes me be like, you could be so much better. Why are you letting this become a trouble? It's not even that big of a trouble. If you can't really do much about your height, how are you going to fix the whole thing? I like Mike Pence more than Trump, just my opponent. I'm guessing you're saying just my opinion. DeSantis kind of compared himself to Trump as Trump's superior. And after that, DeSantis went down in polls immediately. Originally, DeSantis was going to be VP. Then he thought he was high cotton and wanted to be president, and that's where he effed up. Like I said, he outshined the master. Okay, he literally did not outshine him, but he tried, and that's not a good thing. That's really not a good thing. It means you're coming for him. You're trying to get his job. In the olden days, that means it's literally like in Star Wars terms, the rule of 2, right? There's Palpatine and there's Vader, the master and the apprentice. The apprentice is going to try to outshine the master and going to try to kill him. He knows that. You don't want to do that. The moment he senses that, you both are screwed up. That's what that's what, what's his name? DeSantis is doing, or did. Right now, to get the honor back, too late. But also, it's you can say the truth and be truthful your entire life, but lie once, and now your entire life becomes debatable or arguable, or whatever you want to say. That's what DeSantis did. And it doesn't help that he's like, imagine if you asked DeSantis, hey, where were you last night? He'd be like, well, I was out. Out where? Out with my friends. Where were your friends? With me. And where were you? With my friends. He's like this. He's like that kind of guy. So you can't really get a good answer from him. I do like him. I want to like him, but he's just weird in some sense. But I do think he would have been VP if he wasn't like that. And I'm glad we get to know that he's like that, so he doesn't surprise us when he is VP. Also, JD's only 39. He has a long political career ahead of him. Yes. And he comes from good roots. I think, at least. I didn't know anything about him, then I learned a lot about him. Also, we have to consider the possibility that JD Vance may very well end up being president if something happens to Trump. Yes. I feel like everyone knows that, and I feel even Trump knows that. I feel like he very much, obviously very much knows his life is on the line. And even if he knows and he's like, okay, well, I'm not going to die, he's still going to be president probably after Trump. So, yeah. Mike Pence was brought on as an assurance that Trump would implement Republican ideas. At the same time, 2016, he had only been known as a Democrat since 2008 and had only recently announced his party change. Palpatine 2024, bro. Have you guys seen the memes? It's like a little different. It was like, you know when Palpatine gets shocked by Mace Windu and the whole thing? And then Palpatine's in the Senate. He's like, the intent of my life has left me scarred and destroyed. Well, fear not. And he did the whole speech. That's what people were saying that Trump was going to do. Like Trump be like, and then it just shows Palpatine be like, I forgot the line, Jesus. They have left me scarred and deformed. The whole thing. I'm proud some people actually investigate about who they vote. Here people voted because they wanted, yeah, bribed, essentially, Christian. That's what it's called, the bribe. They've been bribed. Can't freaking do Trump's accent. Also, I end the stream in 15 minutes in case y'all were wondering, so you can ask questions. What is bro doing? We need to build a wall. I remember how big that was. And there used to be compilations about Trump saying China, China, China. Jesus, I was super young when I was hearing about Trump the first couple times. Now that I think about it, I was playing Battlefront 1 when I was hearing a lot about that, and now look at me. Playing Battlefront 2, still hearing about that. Vader gaming all over the place. Speaking of, I need to activate the damn air conditioning. It is hot in here. I'll be right back. I mean, you'll still be able to hear me, but I'm just gonna go around the room and put this damn thing on. You guys can probably hear it. And we are back. We are so back. That's gonna be America once Trump gets in. We are so back. Biden is currently doing the whole Palpatine, I can't hold on any longer. Yeah. I mean, speaking of Biden, he's gonna drop out. He's gonna drop out. They're already planning it. It's very obvious. The painting's on the wall. He's gonna drop out, and it's gonna be Kamala Harris versus Trump is Putin's puppy. Oh god. It's gonna be Kamala Harris versus Trump, and I personally feel like Kamala Harris is worse than Biden. Now you're gonna be like, wait, Kamala worse than Biden? At least Kamala can speak. Yes, that's precisely why she's worst. Because she does everything Biden does, but she's actually has IQ and can put words into a sentence. Biden is just a grandpa who has a presidential job, right? So nobody looks at Biden and be like, wow, he's so smart. It's like, well, he's old, and even if he was a high school teacher, he wouldn't be a good one. So it's like, whatever. He has somewhat of an excuse, although he shouldn't. He has an excuse. Kamala does not. Kamala can actually work out. She can do everything you and I can do. She just decides to be a dummy. Kamala, please don't kill me for saying that. Thank you. But she just decides to be a dummy. So she's everything that Biden is, but worst. Because Biden is old. Biden's this, Biden's that. So it somewhat makes sense. I'm not really excusing it all, but you could say it is an excuse. Kamala is just not. She's everything that Biden has, but she has actually an IQ. She could be smart, but you're not. She could be something, but she isn't. So what you're saying is that if Biden dropped and it would be Trump versus an empty chair. Essentially, bro. What's with internet, bro? I don't know. I'm lagging. Yeah, it would be, oh god. Look at us. Bosk fell, Anakin fell because of the auto thing, and then I fell because Anakin fell, and my friends. That's basically the presidential candidates for the Democrats. And our buddy Michelle Obama isn't going to be running. I feel like Michelle would do a better job. Not that I care, I wouldn't vote for either of them, but I feel like Michelle Obama would do a better job than Kamala Harris. He would do a better job, Michelle. Michael Obama. JD is popular among citizens of Ohio, I'm guessing. Because he was very, very poor growing up. He knows exactly what it's like to be 80% of all Americans. Yeah, I mean, he grew up poor. He graduated high school and then went straight to the military. Like, that's not really a, like, I want to become a president one day type of thing you do. You don't really just join the military and be like, yeah, I'm going to be a president one day, or I'm going to be this. I mean, he's very, his life was less than average. What I mean by that, it's like, he didn't have everything I have, right? I graduated, I still have a house, well, my parents' house, I still have my parents' everything, middle class, right? He was less than that, so he understands when people are like, oh, we're going through so much stuff, inflation. People like him understand. People like, for example, the British Prime Minister, whatever the Indian dude's name, or Pakistani dude's name, that guy was like, yeah, my childhood was tough. When we did something bad, they wouldn't allow us to watch TV. Oh no. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, those type of people, right? They can't understand what it's like to be in that position because they don't have that data set. They don't have that data set. It's literally impossible, damn it. It's literally impossible. So they're full of shit. So when someone like that, like JD Vance or anybody else who has earned it truly, and people like us are like, oh, inflation's bad. They understand inflation's bad because they've been through it. Although it probably doesn't hurt them anymore, they know what it feels like. If any of you have injury and it's hurt, let's say you like cracked your, I don't know, your spine or your ribs or something, you know how much it hurts. So whenever you talk about it, you're like, no, trust me, Mr. Bean, it actually hurts to do such and such. And people are like, yeah, I'm sure it hurts, but it can't be all that. They don't have the data set to understand that it actually hurts, right? You have it. You have the data set. JD Vance has the data set of being poor and unwealthy. So when somebody's like, hey, we're also unwealthy, he knows. Those other people don't. They try to understand, but they don't have the data set, is what I'm trying to say. Unpopular opinion, Biden wasn't voted president because they loved him. He was voted president because people hated Trump. I mean, that's the whole reason why he's running. Well, what he said. Biden said he's running for president because Donald Trump is running, which I think is full of crap. It's a cool narrative. Stupid people accept that. I don't think that's true. He tried to run years before Trump even thought about running. Is Canada election 2026? No, it's in 2025. So the moment you guys end, we're gonna start right after. What do you mean by good, or good person, or good president, or good liar? What? Talking about me? I mean, he used to be intelligent. Yeah, he used to be a lot of things. I actually quite like him. I like the way he talked, but when he was younger, he brought up a lot of Saul Goodman vibes. He's a slick talker. He's been in politics his whole life, but age got to him. That's what happens when you're old, man. Biden. I've heard Gavin Newsom would be pushed into blue ballot. I heard that too. But the thing is, ever since Trump's assassination attempt, so many people are like, fuck that shit. Michelle Obama was not really for trying to run, but there were talks. And then especially after Trump's thing happened, assassination, everybody, including Newsom, were like, yeah, maybe not. So it's going to be wild to see, well, I don't think we will, but to see Biden again. If not, then Kamala. Kamala and Trump, oh Jesus. Did you guys hear what Trump said about Kamala? Like, some guy recorded Trump speaking about her, which they weren't supposed to record. And all you could hear on a golf course is Trump saying, she's so fucking bad. Could you see her talk to Putin? Big guys like that, The Chinese president. Which is all true. All true. Imagine Kamala Harris sitting down with Vladimir Putin and be like, "Hey Putin, how's the Ukraine war? Hey Xi Jinping, how's inflation? We're gonna bring a yellow bus and it's gonna have Wi-Fi. Oh my god." We'll get the fuck out of here, bro. Yeah, it's just Kamala Harris, bro. Kamala, wait, get the, oh, never mind, it's not gonna make sense. I was gonna say Kamala out of here, bro. There's just 5 minutes left of the stream, so I'm gonna get in the menus. Any last mention, I'll respond to them. You guys got 5 minutes. Political stream, but I don't mind. I would like to see Andy Bashir. Who's that? Also, a couple people thought, what's his name? The black dude's name. What's his name? They thought he was gonna be VP. I forgot his name. He made her career essentially. But what's that black dude's name? I forgot his name. Some people thought he was gonna be VP. Gas went from $2 a gallon to $7. Yeah, that's wild. Larry Elder? No. Ron Bon. Not even Ron or Bon. It's it's not Gavin. It's Ben Carson. A lot of people thought that Ben Carson surprisingly was gonna be VP. I don't actually. What the hell, bro? What the hell? What the hell? James Bond is VP, bro. Bro's insane. Get back to sleep, bro. 5 minutes. Well, 4. Yeah, a lot of people thought Ben Carson is gonna be president. I just hope for Canada, which you guys probably aren't aware as much. I just hope Justin goes. He's been in here for way too long, but he's ruined Canada very, very badly. Like, to some extent, we're worse than you guys, and we used to be the good, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man looking country. We used to be those people. We used to be, oh, Canada, all good and friendly, they're great. Not big country, but oh well. GG's to them. Yeah, not anymore. It's like really gone down the drain. Or at least it's heading that way quick. Very freaking quick. Ready? I don't know him. Yeah, I don't know him. Biden has been lying since the 1970s when he said he graduated Harvard Law School, but he found out he never went to high school. Did you just use the word smart? You graduated last of your class, if not the last. Don't ever use the word smart again with me. Remember that part? That's probably why he said that. I can't do Trump. I'm sorry if that sounds cringe. I tried. Donald J. Trump. Donald Jr. Trump. I hope Donald Trump Jr. runs one day. It'd be nice. He's got what it takes. He's got a lot of what it takes. I just remember Xi Jinping being pissed at Trudeau because Trudeau let reporters leak an idea of the conference they planned to. Of course. The thing is, even Trudeau kind of threw Xi Jinping under the bus. Because some reporter was like, do you think Xi Jinping is running a communist, blah, blah, or something like that. Something that you can tell somebody was not going to answer of Justin's magnitude. And he just kept evading that question. He might have just said yes or no. But oh well. I'm not going to get into it. Doesn't really change much. I'm not even going to comment too much on Trudeau because he will take down my stream, literally. Literally, it's that bad. Anyways, I'll take 2 more questions or 2 more comments and then I'm out. It was a good stream, good political stream, I don't mind. I'll probably do more of them as election comes. I'm just so glad Trump is alive, bro. I was watching RFK Jr. on a live stream, and then literally RFK showing you weapon skins. You're looking at it. Tim Scott. I don't know who that is. I heard that name. Ben Carson. Yeah, I know about Ben. What was I saying? Yeah, I was watching RFK Kennedy or whatever, and then in the comments while it was live, all I could see popping up is Trump shot, shots fired, Trump rally. And I thought it was fake. I thought it was okay, just people trying to just create attention so RFK can read it. And there's so many of them, and I looked through the accounts, and they weren't bot accounts. I was like, all right, maybe this is legit. And I looked it up online, Twitter, YouTube, Safari, Google, everything, and I couldn't find anything. I found like videos from like 2015, 16, back when something remotely close happened. That's how early I was. I hope Pierre Poilievre becomes PM, by the way. Premier Ministre. Or MP. Prime Minister, whatever. And I couldn't find anything. That's how early it was. And then I kept refreshing for like 20 minutes. And then I found the shooting. I was like, no, did they actually kill him? I thought there was going to be an assassination attempt, but looking at it still is mind-blowing. No pun intended. And then it happened. I was like, what? And then I saw him like get up, and I was like, oh man, it'd be sick if he was like put his hands up or did something like that. And he did it. I was like, oh yeah, that's such a Trump thing to do. I'm so glad he did it. It was the best thing he could have done in that time. And yeah, it was wild. But the ironic thing is, because I was watching RFK, which is a Kennedy, all the other Kennedys have been assassinated. And I was watching an assassination as I was watching Kennedy. It's just it wasn't Kennedy that got assassinated, or tried to get assassinated. But yeah. Tim Scott or Ben Carson? I barely know Ben Carson, and I don't know Ben Scott, or Tim Scott, so I can't tell you. When I looked it up, it was Trump rushed off the stage after falling. Yeah, wasn't that CNN that made that? Dummies. Your thought on Star Wars Theory? I like him. I like Star Wars Theory. I've been watching him since like 2016 or something. Been a while. Trump rushed off to nobody believes them anymore. Like the belief of American people when it comes to the MSM, mainstream media, nobody cares anymore. Like if something happens today, like something big, let's say an airplane crashes or something actually important. I'm not talking about the weather, where like if it's raining or whatever, sure, go ahead and watch them, which I don't even do that because I just go on my phone. But if there's something that's big and controversial, the last thing I'm gonna do is go on the MSM. I don't watch his streams now. Daniel Watson invited me to a party. You know what? I'm gonna continue the stream just for a bit more. I want to get his opinion on this. Vader Gamer. Let's get his opinion. As I'm about to end the stream too. Joining. Vader Gamer.
Mr. Nigerian Prince.
I'm still I was literally about to end the stream. Can I ask you a couple questions before I end it?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts when you heard that Trump got shot?
Quite shocking. I was on the golf course and then I heard about it.
Zero, by the way, Beloso. Yeah.
Definitely I would say the hand of God.
Yeah.
Just guiding that to just barely hit him.
I mean, it's insane. I was when I saw it, I looked at my ear and I was like, the difference between my ear and my the back of my skull is nothing. And even if it hit my ear, it should still hit my skull, and it didn't. Like I'm just one thing I'm glad that came out of that is a lot of people turned to God right after that, and they're like, it was God's doing. Nobody was like, oh, lucky him, or chance, or good. No, everybody was like God. So yeah, I'm very. I
mean, even Trump himself was saying that at his rallies.
Yeah, I'm very glad, because he's a religious guy, and he said it many times that he doesn't want to talk about it publicly because it's a personal thing to him, but like it I'm not sure if you noticed, and everybody in here can attest to it, but he looked a little... He seemed different when he walked out at the RNC and stuff like that. He almost looked like he wanted to tear up, and I do like that.
Was, yeah.
In a way, I like the way that it changed him. It made him... It's going to make him better, as if he was in any way, but I do like that God's in the picture even more.
Oh yeah.
Right?
100%.
But yeah, it's insane. The next couple months for you guys, all around the world, but especially for Americans, is going to be insane. Props to you for portraying your opinion in public like this on a political level and not being afraid of repercussion. Respect to you, bro. Good stream, sub to your channel. Thanks, appreciate it, Tyler. Come again next week. I do this every Friday. Probably won't always do political stuff. I mean, I talk about everything. It's just not the main subject.
You talk about freaking stuff all the time.
No, it's just Tyler's still somewhat new. I never talk about politics too much, but I do my research, right? And because I felt like this was the right time, so I just named it after. I literally did not talk about Battlefront, except something Kusa related. I was playing Battlefront the whole time. Didn't talk about Battlefront. I clickbaited everybody essentially.
So you sinner.
Yes, but definitely Firestream. May you have many more, and yes, we will make America great again, boys.
And Battlefront. And Battlefront.
And Battlefront. And yes, what I was saying, everybody. I used to have streams back when Trump and I can't remember. Was it Obama? The beginning, very beginning, when it was.
What year was it?
2016, 15. I used to call all my streams "Make Star Wars Battlefront Great Again." As stuff happens politically, I will probably make streams more like this, right? I feel like we've talked a lot about it and enough. We can always talk about it in many streams, next streams. You guys just have to ask. I really don't care. Everything's on the table, but I wanted to focus this one more politically. And as we come to the election, very, very closer, if anything big happens, Kamala, whatever, we'll make more streams. I don't mind. I know I'll lose a lot of viewership, but for the people that are in here, I feel like they'll get a lot from it. And most of the people who watch me are gamers who don't really know much about real-life events, so if they can at least come for the gaming but learn something really important from it, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Hey, Daniel is my boy. Vader Gamer is your boy? You know Tyler Hanks?
Oh, shoot, wait, he's watching you?
Yeah, he's always in.
Oh, bro, yo, let's get him on here, bro.
Invite him, go ahead. He's a G. Yeah, you invite him, bro.
Wait, since when did he start watching you?
Today, I guess. Well, today I've noticed him.
Oh, okay.
Right, and yeah, I'm not sure if I think he just subbed, but
yeah, bro, he's my boy.
He's your boy.
Although he did just buy Kusa from Camino, so that's.
It's fine. Look, it won't break me. It won't be. It's a lot of people do that. Where they're like, oh, you bought from the other guy. You're no longer my friend. You're no, bro, chill. I'm not gay.
I see you on stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got me.
Yeah, like some people bought. I remember mentioning on a stream. I can't remember when, but I was like, "We're not selling Kusa anymore." But I really wish most of you got the Kusa experience. And I was like, "Any way you can get Kusa, if it's available to you, get it."
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna just be like, you know how good it is. Obviously, you have it. You've had it for a long time. Like if we no longer sell it, nobody does. Yeah, you were the third. I was like the fifth.
Yeah, more like fifth gaming, not second.
Fifth gaming, yeah. Tell Vader Gamer to give me his bless, said homosexual man.
Actually?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Tyler Hanks has joined the party. From the stream to the party. I don't know if he has a mic, but I think he can hear me.
Yeah, like.
The mic. I don't even know that he knew you. I don't think he knows that I've known you for a long time.
No, I don't. Probably not.
Yeah. The multiverse of Vader Gamers. You know, fine, I'll join your game for once. Just for one game, though, and then I'll end the stream, since you're here.
Wait, join you?
I'm joining you, I'm on position 1.
Yeah.
I don't mind that too much.
It's about to end, it's in overtime.
Alright. Also, we can't hear you, Tyler, in case you're speaking.
He's not.
Alright.
No, yeah, it's really fun to help me and Tyler, but we, well, he always knew me from my 1K subs video.
Yeah?
And apparently he, like,
Geez, that was a while ago.
Yeah, and then there's this random day playing Showdown, and he was, like, talking down at this one spot, and I messaged him, like, I like that spot, or whatever. He replied, next match, I'm in Death Star out of the map. He's like, how do you do that? And I'm like, watch this video, it's my 1K subs video. He's just like, no way, wait, you're him? I'm like, yeah,
you're
bro,
him.
I'm him.
Nice. That's dope.
Yeah. That's happened a few times where I meet people.
Well, for me it was a little different with some players. The most famous one was Atlas. I met him in the game as General Abdel, and like we 1v1 for a very long time. And then that was it. right? And then he also watched me on YouTube, but as Second Gaming.
Oh, so you never knew.
So for a while, I would get back to him on YouTube as just a random dude, and he would know me as a random dude. But I would also play with him. We didn't know that he didn't know that I was Second Gaming, and I didn't know that that person in the comments was also him for the longest time. And then one time, I think I was playing on the live stream, like right now, and I invited him at the same time, and he was watching me as he was in the game, and he made the correlation at the same time. He was like, "Wait, so you're him?" This whole time. Yeah, it was
funny.
pretty. Yeah. But yeah, you guys were a hair's length away from Civil War.
Oh yeah, bro.
Especially Trump. He gathered everybody, right, for him. I mean, now even more. So if he had died, and if they would have shot him, especially with what we know now, the fact that they just let the guy get on the roof and blah 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 blah. Like, it's very obvious that it wasn't just some random guy. It wasn't a random guy. It was not a random guy. I found his Instagram. Like, there's so many things which I don't want to say because I genuinely think I'll get at least a video taken down. But it's very very obvious it's not a random guy. So with that information, and had Trump actually got shot, it would have been Civil War.
Been killed because he got shot.
Yeah, oh yeah, killed. My bad. You're not Second Gaming, homosexual man. You are not him. Did you see that video I sent you earlier? I was dying in the comment section, bro.
Yeah, that's bad, bro.
They're like, yeah, that's true, but you're not part of the problem, so you're good.
It's terrible.
But it is true. It's true.
Yeah, I thought
It wasn't even
everyone
that
had,
bad.
I thought everyone had a partner in Islam, so I mean it's gotta be for someone, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Technically.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You're born in Paris. That's what it says. So that person is someone's pair, just probably not mine, not yours.
Who's in Paris?
Born in Paris.
Who's in Paris?
You're born in pairs. I don't get it.
Never mind. I won't finish it. It's probably best I don't.
Alright. Or you can text it to me if it's really that bad.
No, I'll just say it's a song.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Hey, I'd actually spoke to Daniel when the whole Kusa thing happened, and he was like the first one that I told about what
shit.
I paid for it and all that stuff.
What'd you think about that, Daniel Gamer?
What?
Actually, about the
About
doubling
Camino?
the price. 'Cause-
Oh yeah, no, you freaking got scammed, bro.
Okay, well that's not a scam. I'll defend that because he still. It's not a scam. You know that.
Sorry,
better
it's
than
not a
most.
scam. It's a ripoff. It's a ripoff.
Why do you think so?
I mean, I think Kusa's worth a lot, but I mean, you guys only sell it for 10.
Or 20?
He got like 30 or something.
40.
Yeah.
Would you?
And he
if
doesn't
you-
even use it.
Okay, well, what about this? Let me put it this way, because I still want to give a chance to the other side. If you didn't have Kusa and you're still playing this game a lot, and the only way you could get Kusa was for $40, would you still get it? How about it that
yeah,
way?
Probably, yeah.
You see what I mean?
True. Yeah.
So you might still be like, oh, fucking bitch, or something like that, right? We'd be like, ah, fine, here, take my money. Right, so we have to look
I
at it
guess
from
so.
different ways, and then form an opinion. But once there's competition, then you have, the marketplace will just hit you. That's what I was explaining it earlier. And so I was like, the best thing for him to do is for me not to give him like advice or whatever, not to be a douche, but the marketplace will slap him in the face if it's a bad idea, or it will reward him if it's a good idea. And I was referring to the Ford F-150 electric, which was like a very failed experiment. Like
It's
there
like
was
cake or...
yeah, there was like no sales.
Nobody likes EVs, bro.
Nobody like pretty much. And you could go up to the Ford team and tell them it's a bad idea. They'd be like, yeah, and laugh you off, or even take it and not laugh you off. But still, they'll still do their thing, but they will learn for sure when the sales show that nobody wants them, and then they will either adapt or die. So
Hey,
with
another thing, like-
yeah.
No, go ahead. I wasn't trying to interrupt you.
No, and so the thing is, like, if he does do this continuously, at least, the marketplace will show him like, hey, there's not that many people are interested for $40. You will either adapt and do something or die. So the best thing to do is let him learn naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah, but go ahead,
Oh,
Tyler.
shoot. I'm down at 12, dude. I'm infinitely contesting right now, so I'm keeping the game alive.
Oh, you dick! I'm trying to join, bro.
I'm inside the wall. Well, yeah, I'm doing it so you can join.
Oh, okay, okay. What were you gonna say, Tyler?
I was saying that like, yeah, I was just gonna say that basically like, Camino, I'm not gonna say he lied, but he didn't tell me certain things that he knew out that I was like looking for in the game. Like me and Daniel talked about this the other day. Daniel, like how he talked about the star cards and the loadouts and all that.
Yeah,
He
didn't
didn't tell me.
That
Because I asked him straight up about these particular things, and he just failed to mention anything.
You can't select the loadouts in hero modes.
Also, about Ewok Hunt, how it resets. He didn't tell me any of this stuff.
The Ewok Hunt thing is kind of weird, to be honest, because sometimes it resets mine, and sometimes I'll play it and it just doesn't. Like, Vader Game was actually the first one who figured that out. Like, he randomly played Ewok.
I told him I specifically wanted it for Hero Showdown just for duels. And he's like, yeah, that's a great idea, man. And I was like, yeah, I'm excited to use the loadouts for Hero Showdown.
Oh, God.
He's like, yeah, man, that'll be great.
Yeah,
you could have been thinking of the glitch, though.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah, the loadouts, if you want to use them very, very properly, since they're glitched, what I do is how am I gonna explain this? The one I have selected, because it's like there's a lot of gibberish, right? So the one I have selected is the one I always like for H3V, because in H3V you can't select one, but you don't actually click the button, you just hover over it, right? But if you're not paying attention, it'll just automatically put you on the one with the check mark. And so the H3V one that I run all the time, which is the hardest one to check mark because it's glitchy, is my first one, which is H3V. When I'm on GA or modes with 40 players or something like that, or last, you can actually just checkmark any other one and it'll work fine. And so on those modes, then it'll actually work fine. On Showdown, it won't care. Whichever one you have checkmarked, it will pick that one, which typically is also my main one in H3V. My H3V and my Showdown setups are always the same typically. So yeah, I'm really tempted to make a concept of what a second gaming Kusa website would look like. You can make a concept. I'd show it to Luke. I feel like he would be the one who would appreciate it the most. But I see what you mean, though. We thought of similar ideas, and we were really close to making a website. But then again, the problem was, okay, you add to cart, kind of like on any other websites. But for us, it would be like, okay, add your thing here, submit this, and like you can't really do that through a website. You can do the payment stuff, maybe do a code, but you can't really submit the data. That was the hardest thing we had to figure out at first. Like, how do we get your data? How do we get your save files from one PlayStation to another? And one of the best ways was the Google stuff. Website is good for selling money to money, but to get the files, the Google is going to be the best and easiest. I'm not sure if you can attest to that, Vader Game, if you had any other ideas or wanted to add on, but in my opinion, that was probably the best that we could have done.
Yeah, probably.
And full transparency too.
I wasn't even like pissed at Camino like earlier. Like I never said anything bad about him. Like I simply stated the truth.
Yeah, I noticed.
And I got called out on stream, and they called me.
You got called out midstream?
So I sent a screenshot and proved I was telling the truth, and then Camino like immediately jumps in my DMs like talking all that, like immediately talking all this shit in my DM.
Oh shit! I didn't know that was live. He was literally GM. Oh damn. Ah, damn. Oh, I'm in, finally, after like 15 business days.
And I was like, dude, I like, go back and read the message word for word. I never said you were anything. I was like, I heard this, or I was told that, and the only thing that I said verbatim was the truth of actually what happened.
Yeah. Funny enough, I'm just going on my Discord right now, and I just got a random guy 3 days ago asking me if we're still doing Goose. Oh, I feel bad. I'm sorry, little one.
He did it again, are you kidding me?
What? Evader game?
Oh my god. No, I'm a Skywalker now, and this X-Wing dude just killed me twice.
I just realized you're not even in my party. What time is it?
It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm just glad me and Luca and Hippo were not at all. There's
I see
so
you.
many people I wish I would have never sold Kusa to, but I kept the business
See
and
me?
personal aside. Where are you? Oh yeah, I see you. Keeping the business away from the personal is the best thing you could do, though. There's so many retards I had to deal with. I'm just like, oh, let's just get this over with. Give me money and I'll give you a Kusa. Like, well, is it $10? I'm like, yes. 10 USD, yes. How do I send it? I literally gave you a fucking link. And it's like, oh, okay, well, how much should I send? I literally told you. It's literally that, those type of people irritate me. But you have to keep, it's so annoying. That was the one thing I was looking forward to when we ended Kusa. There was only one thing, and it was that. Just not dealing with retards. It's like freaking cancer to me. It just destroys my soul dealing with dummies. I'm sure Camino will go through his fair share of dummies as well. It's
Dealing
inevitable.
with liberals.
Yeah, worst. Because they're smart, they're just not
Dummy
using it.
liberals.
Yes. Because they're somewhat smart, they're just not using it properly. These people are not smart. Bowden.
I don't even use the Kusa anymore, honestly, so it didn't really make a difference. Like, I wasn't trying to start anything, I was just simply stating my experience.
No, no, of course.
And he got like, and he kind of blown it into something that wasn't.
It's not a good sign. Camino, if you're listening, that isn't a good sign.
I texted him. I texted him back. I was kind of trying to just squash it. I was like, hey, I wasn't trying to talk bad about you or anything. He just kind of kept on he just kept on messaging me. So I kind of just said, fuck it, and quit responding.
Well, not that it's any of my business, and you don't have to say, and I'll respect it. Well, what did he say? Like, what did he just like throw shade and be like, "Oh, you're
Like,
such
you mean
and such and such"?
Like right now, like tonight.
Yeah.
Messaged me, you mean?
Like, did he like? Did he?
not really.
Was he like? You're such and such and such. You're such and such
Okay.
because you said that. Or?
I will maintain my transparency motto here and just read directly off of Discord. Okay, he texted me at 9:20. This was during the stream. He said, one person wrote me that you have a problem with me or something. Are they joking or what happened? I said, no problem. We were talking about the price of Kusa, and I said, what you told me about the Cash App when they thought I was lying. And then he said, do you mean double the price on Cash App? I said, yes. He said, well, do you want to ask me why or what?
Okay, it's not bad. That's not bad at all.
And he said, you want to ask me why or what? And I said, no,
It's
doesn't
probably
really
when
matter.
I
Just
said it on
explain
stream and somebody else went up to him and said it, but mixed your name in it and mixed my name in it. Because I remember earlier, I was like, one of you should ask why.
Well, then he texted me at 9:24. He said, actually, I explained it wrong to you because it was easier. But if
Yeah.
you want the truth, I don't have any Cash App at all. The Cash App I gave you is someone else's. Then they send me money on PayPal, and basically they get 50% to themselves. So I didn't getting the same
That's
amount as
great.
if I would get on PayPal. So he
Well-
lied to me. He's admitting that he lied to me about it.
I guess at least he.
I want to
Like-
stay away. After, my
Like
silence
at least
is
if
an
you're
answer.
gonna lie, like at least maintain the lie. Don't switch up.
Yeah,
on it.
exactly.
Maintain the lie.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say, it's easier to keep them lied to than to tell them the truth.
And anybody on the stream that doubts me, I could send a screenshot at any point to anybody that's doubting it.
What a great guy. A la Trump.
And then he said I added Cash App because some people don't have PayPal. Like myself,
That's
I don't
good.
have PayPal.
That's
And then he
good.
said if you paid with PayPal, it would be the same price. I don't know why you're pissed. And I said, I'm not pissed. It's not a big deal. I think you're the one that's pissed. And then he said, well, you called me sketch on stream, but okay. I said, I did not call you sketch. I said people that I know have said you're sketch.
Oof, yeah.
And then he said, show me the screenshots. He said, that's cap. I've never scammed anybody. And I quit responding.
GG from you. I'm impressed with the way you talk to him. No hard feelings.
Well, like I said, I honest to God, I wasn't trying to start anything. I just
Yeah.
heard people talking about Camino K, and I heard $15, $20. I was like, oh, well, it was 50. You know, I paid 50 for it, so I was like, I was just, stating what happened.
Well, I'm just a little surprised that if somebody's the middleman of getting the money. So the way it works, as I think from what you described, or I guess he described, is say I have PayPal, and you're the one selling Kusa. I'm gonna take 50% of whatever you get because I'm allowing you to use my PayPal. Otherwise, you just wouldn't have any. So
Which
you
is okay,
so
but why lie about it?
yeah, but why should you make the other people at the bottom pay for it? Right? This is the same idea, right? This whole idea that because of this you will have to do that is applied to us as citizens of the US or Canada, right? Because the US has regulations that don't allow companies to do such and such and such, they have to put up markups. I'll give you an example. Because everybody's like, oh, we're not getting paid enough, inflation, 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 they put up the minimum wage super high. Big companies are like, great, we don't give a crap. You want to put the minimum wage to $50 an hour for a Walmart employee? Bet, we will. But that wage disruption, let's say it's 30% higher than the minimum wage it is now, they're going to put it 30% higher on groceries. So we're going to end up paying for their mistake or for their problems. So I feel like that's what's been happening with him. It's like,
Could not have said it better myself.
yeah, you see what I mean? It's because of another institute dealing with problems. So I don't see, even if he does take 50%, his friend or whatever, I still would not go around selling it for 40. I would not want to make profit on an error like that. I get that there is, I get that there is a need for money in the. Look, if Kusa wasn't profitable, I wouldn't have made it that big. I'm gonna be honest. It's not that. It's a business, right? There is supposed to be a profit. It's not like, ooh, there's making profit. Shut up. You know what I mean? But I think I think this is an error. And again, it's just sharing my opinion. First Amendment, my ass. But that means free speech, right? But I think it's an error, and I think, like I said earlier, I think the marketplace will show him that, one way or the other. $40 is quite a bit, in my opinion, for Kusa. I mean, when we first priced Kusa with me, Luca, and Hippo, Luca was figuring it. Yeah, I mean, Jim Jam wasn't in it at the time. Actually, it wasn't even Hippo at the time.
He was.
No, and the idea of pricing,
the second person,
and the idea of pricing the thing. And pricing Kusa. It was me and Luca on Taukadana. Hippo wasn't even really in there yet. I still didn't want him to get Kusa. Yeah, but when it was we were talking about prices for me and Luca because we were making it more and more official, and I was like, I still don't know how much I want to do this. I wanted to make it $15, and I kept thinking, I was like, well, you can get Battlefront 2, the entire game, for like $20 to $10, and if you're really lucky, for $5. So we're gonna sell something for 15, and you can get the game for 15. Okay. And if you think about it, DLCs on Call of Duty games, at least at the time, were about $15, $20. So I was like, okay, well, we could market this as a DLC, sort of. Yeah. 15 isn't so bad, but I know people are super freaking cheap. So even 15 for an upgrade like this, which is worth 15 or more, in my opinion, people are still going to be like, well, technically. So I'm like, you know what, let's make it 10. It's still enough profit, and nobody can use the, well, it's too high. What, you wanted to make it $7? That's like a cup of Starbucks. No, of course not. So $10 eliminates the idea that you can be like, well, no, it needs to be cheaper. And only two people that I remember thought of the whole thing like, oh, it's too expensive, and they were like, yeah, you should make it $5, man. $5 divided by 3, and without the fees. Okay, yeah, no.
At the same time, you have to make it worth your time.
That too. That was the whole idea. Why I
think personally, I think $20 would be a good number. I would say like no more, no less.
Well, also when we made it 20, we talked about making it higher because price of living got higher for all of us. But I remember telling Luca and Hippo, I was like, although we should make it higher, I was like, I also want to bring more to the table, one way or the other. I want to at least make it worth, even if it was at the old times price, $20 with added stuff, with newer things, because I didn't want to just give them to rent the same product, which I mean essentially is, but without any new things. That's why we added the 2 gun skins or whatever, to make it at least special from the people who bought it at 10. I wanted to make it at least something. So that's how we came up for the price. So it started as 15, and I was like, no, let's make it 10. And that was the whole idea behind it. There was like genuine logic, but I would have never done it for more, or that much more at least. Even if they took 50% or whatever, I would have probably gone from 10 to 15 max at the time, and then from 20 to 25, and not doubling the price. Jesus.
Here's my thing. I cannot say that he scammed me because he told me the price.
No, he did not scam me.
And
Hey,
I
Gamble.
chose to pay it. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, he did. I'm a principle
Shady?
person. I'm a man of principle.
Yeah,
And
I
the fact
respect that.
Like, even the process doesn't matter, but the fact that he straight up lied to my face, that's what pissed me off.
Yeah, yeah, I respect that a lot.
Like,
A man with principles.
We're man to man talking. If you're gonna charge double, just do it. Don't make excuses as to why you have to do it.
Yeah.
Don't make excuses as to the reason. Just don't lie about it. And then don't get
I got
pissed
nothing
off
to say.
when I told what happened.
Why are you not in the election yet? It's been 2 hours. Give me a couple of years, bro. You need to be 35. I'm 21. Just turned 21. Did you quit Battlefront 2?
Citizen.
Yeah, I'm a U.S. citizen, so I'm automatically out. I stopped selling Kusa a while ago. Remember, Gamble? Remember when you're trying to get a USB and we were trying super hard? Because that was when we stopped selling Kusa. That was around that time. Yeah, but I do get your principles things.
Bro, why are we playing Geonosis HEV, bro?
How many viewers
What?
have you got in the stream right now?
How many people? I mean, I was supposed to end it, so 7, but not bad.
We started a search for HEV.
No idea. I mean, it's only me and you in here.
Yeah,
Let's
wait,
play.
what the heck?
Let's play. I don't care.
I'm wondering, like, why am we going to Geonosis that is HEV? Like, what the
Yeah, I
heck?
quit selling Kusa a while ago, but I cannot. I stopped selling Kusa for dollars, but I still sell the idea of Kusa to people. You cannot take the Kusa out of me. And I think that's why it made me so good at selling Kusa, because it wasn't like a thing I had to get out of my way to do. I just did it. Personally. The way I love
you're acting like it's like a virginity or something.
What? Why would you even compare the both? I was about to compare it to the way Trump loves America to the way I love Kusa. And then you bring up
It's not something I wanted to get out of the way, I just did it.
Brother, ooh. Vader gamer, father gamer.
Gotta be a father somehow,
Yeah, of course you'd been. If I was a dad, I'd want my kids to call me father, honestly. Speaking of.
Yo.
Not dad or daddy or anything. I'd want father.
Shut up.
I'm gonna call you Pep Pep.
Pat. I hate Vader gamer sometimes, bro. Gets these ideas in my head. These non-father-like ideas. Should I say fatherless ideas?
Shut up. I don't know, I think it is, because you're making some dad jokes right now.
I'm not even really making
Daniel
any.
having a baby within like a year or two. I could really see it.
I would hope for it, honestly. Not in a bad way. I mean, you know the way I feel about it.
I don't mean to be crude, but anal is the best birth control.
Shut up, Brando. So what the frick?
What the frick? What do you mean, what the frick? You're the gay one saying, what the frick?
Well, I can't say. There's people around right now.
Yeah, of course, but they don't just say what the frick, just say nothing. It's better than saying what the freak.
It's true.
It's like people are like, what the flip? Just say the word or just don't. Like, please.
Like, holy crastinoli.
Father
Yes.
mucker.
Mother, father.
No, father mucker.
Father, mother.
Father mucker. That's a good one.
What the sigma?
Jesus Christ.
Isn't that a bad thing to say? I'm not trying to gotcha you because I'm not even Christian, but
Yeah, it is.
because like when people are like, "Oh my God" or "Jesus Christ," like, why is that bad if it is bad?
For a Muslim, it probably would be, I guess.
So if you're Muslim, you'd say,
Fine.
oh, Allah.
Pretty much, I say "Oh my Allah" quite a lot actually.
Because I don't even think that's good.
Why?
It should. I mean,
I'm trying to
Christians
understand why.
would be not to say the Lord's name in vain, which is one of the Ten Commandments.
What is
so
to say something in vain actually? Because I want to understand that.
saying the Lord's name in vain, Jesus Christ would be a swear word in that.
So if I see something beautiful like a rainbow, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, is that bad?
Still probably not the best idea.
Or like I just see like a homeless person get a bunch of money and I'm super happy for them, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
To say something in vain, I believe the Christian like view on that would be like to say his name for no reason or to say it when it's not worthy of the conversation.
Mm.
like you're using it unwarranted.
For example, at the RNC, when Trump gave that little speech when he got shot and whatever, like the whole speech, would it be a good moment to when he stopped speaking, like after his sentence, to be like, Jesus Christ, kind of like when people say Amen.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Saying the name without purpose, I believe, but I always thought that God wasn't God's name, it was his title. I kind of thought that too. I thought that God is the title of that he had. I didn't want to get too much into it, even when I was just speaking with it to myself.
Such a big deep dive.
Because I was like, oh, I don't want to get an idea where I now will offend God just because I'm curious in a bad way. Like, I'm like, the way I thought of it is I was like, okay, say I figure it out. Doesn't matter. God is still God. I was like, I'm still going to pray, I'm still going to do it. So I was like, alright, the profits to rewards to loss ratio is terrible. Hey, Milk. I never say JC. You never say Jesus Christ. I'm not supposed to, because in my religion, Jesus isn't Christ.
Haram.
I mean, you're Muslim. I mean, you're Christian, and I'm Muslim, so it's always gonna be like that. Just so funny, to be honest. But hey, we always helped each other in the olden days, so Christians and Muslims.
The good old days.
I mean, yeah, King Abyssinia was a G, Christian G, until he turned Muslim.
It is.
It doesn't the Christian.
No, that's why I don't know.
It says like to welcome all people, right?
Muslim or Islam?
Regardless of religion.
Islam or Christianity?
Finally, someone killed me.
I'm pretty sure it's right for both, to be honest.
What?
To allow whatever he said. I don't want to butcher it.
Like to accept all people regardless of race, religion.
I know Islam for sure. I'm pretty sure Christian too. Pretty sure.
I mean, or does Jesus say you have to hate somebody if they're Islam?
Not necessarily, no.
Yeah.
Ooh, alright. Why? Which religion should we supposed to hate? Which kind are we supposed to races
No,
to?
we're supposed to love people, yes.
So which group am I supposed to be racist to?
I guess we're not supposed to accept people for whatever they are. Like,
The only
we're not supposed to
religion we
accept
hate
So say I'm a
are
racist.
left wing.
You're racist.
So I'm a
The
racist.
only
Can I
ones we
still
hate are
can I still get
liberals.
yes?
I mean, yeah, you can still join us. Just repent.
Repent.
Hey, Daniel's the religion expert now. He's
Yeah.
the expert.
Me and him always like go at it when we're like alone. Actually, sometimes not even alone on stream or whatever. Go at it in a good way.
Yeah.
It's a never-ending debate until
the
we
Muslim
die.
thinks it's in a good way. Little does he know. I'm just kidding.
Little do you know, my
But
friend.
I mean, in all seriousness, it's nice so that you guys can come together and have a conversation.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Break up. Yo, shut up.
What? You didn't say
Oh,
anything
never
bad.
mind. Never mind.
But
Yeah, you just got it. You just got it. I know you just got it.
oh god, I see what you meant, bro. Trying to start a crusade, bro said in the chat.
That's crazy. Sorry, that was very
Christian
foul.
Crusades Part 2.
King Baldwin be like. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I forgot. I had lost my train of thought because of that. Let me rethink. The 8th Crusade, the 2nd Crusade.
I mean, if we're spitting facts,
Hmm.
you know, no other religion has killed more people historically than the Christians have.
Damn.
Damn.
During the Christian
Definite.
Crusades, they killed millions and millions and millions of people.
Millions and millions and millions.
They went to their homes and they said, "Do you believe in God?" And if they said no, they immediately killed them.
Jesus.
They
I never
didn't-
hear
they
about
didn't
that.
mess They didn't mess
Or they-
around
well-
back in the day.
Yeah, they gave. I believe like historically they gave them.
They
Like,
also killed the gays,
like a
right?
chance to change their mind, but
Probably.
So why
Yeah.
are you still here, Daniel?
how did your lineage survive?
Yes, I'm surprised.
Through
Did you-
God's grace alone.
They've been betrayed. They
Hey,
went
good
straight.
answer.
They went the
Yeah,
straight
right.
way. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream.
Goodbye, everyone.
It's been how long? Yeah, a little bit over. And no other
Trump
religion
bans
has converted more
2024.
Catholicism through
bad.
less than
Brother.
Canada's Spanish Inquisition.
2024, guys.
Trump events 2024 is gonna be big. It's gonna be huge. No, but Trump is gonna
Gonna be
need
sexy.
everything he needs security-wise.
Huge.
Because the thing is, they'll finish.
Absolutely huge.
The thing is, like, ever since they tried to kill Trump, now they have nothing to lose. They're gonna try every single way. Anywhere he's gonna go in the room, it's gonna be bugged.
As big as huge as I will.
All the water he's gonna drink, it might be poisoned. All the water, everything,
Yeah,
everything.
don't give him ideas.
Oh,
They're gonna put
don't give him
fentanyl in the hair
ideas.
gel.
But yeah, it'd still be a miracle if he can make it through the election. I'm saying that. I'm gonna say that, yeah. And I think
he's gonna lose.
I think there's a possibility, yeah.
It's wild that his son is like 6'8".
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, you know what's crazy is that his son's like 18, but he's like an uncle to like a 17-year-old. Like he got born really late. Brooke came in really late. I like Baron though. Baron's a G.
Oh, I
seen
know
him
about
cook.
Baron.
I do too. I like him.
Yeah, Baron's a G.
You don't like Baron?
I do like Baron.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you don't.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. Anyways, fellas in Paris,
Try to copy
I will
it.
see you next week, my fellas in Paris.